Well, hello everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of Fan Mail of the Week. My name is Alex from UnrealEntGaming, and this week, everybody, we have a lot of questions to get underway. So grab your snacks, grab your drinks, shave your cat, go to the bathroom, do whatever it is you have to do, because I'm going to be stuck on this fucking chair forever. So let's get underway, everybody, with our first question, which is from Susanna Parker. Hi Alex, thanks for answering my questions last week. I have one more, unfortunately, DBZ, question that I have asked 2 weeks before that you haven't answered, so I'm going to copy and paste it again in hopes that you answer it this time, but I understand completely if you don't. Okay, it's pretty long, so just be warned and read carefully. Alright, here we go. Question 1. Previously, you mentioned that Broly's legendary Super Saiyan level could not surpass Super Saiyan 2 in terms of power, or something like that. I cannot remember. Now, from what I've been reading, it stated that the legendary Super Saiyan form has a power level of 1,400,000. Well, or is that 1,400,000? Okay, alright. That being said, Kid Buu has a stated power level of 1,150,000,000. That means Broly is overall stronger than Kid Buu, and Kid Buu is shown to be comparable to Super Saiyan 3 Goku or slightly weaker. My question is, what do you think of this? I mean, Vegeta said that Broly is the most powerful Saiyan in all of history in the first movie, and it would make sense if somehow, well, if somewhat sort of is. I mean, if Vegeta says that, then bam, a few days later, Gohan transforms to Super Saiyan 2, which allegedly is stronger than Broly. It kind of would have made him look like a complete fool. The only reason I think Broly lost again and again to a bunch of weak Super Saiyans is because all of his muscle and no brains. I mean, really, Goku screamed on top of his lungs, Vegeta give me all of your power. A few seconds later, when Goku blocked Broly's punch, what? Where did all you get his energy from? What a moron. In my opinion, I think Broly could be on par with Goku when he has mastered Super Saiyan 3, but I want to hear your thoughts on this and hopefully prove me wrong, because I hate Broly, to be honest. P.S. Screw you, Broly. Alright, to answer your question, there is no way possible that Broly is stronger than Kid Buu. Number one, the actual Broly movies aren't even canon, which means that they have no tie-ins with the actual series. Yeah, Vegeta said he's the most powerful Saiyan in all of history during that time period. Remember, that was during the time of Cell. From the first, 10 days of the Cell games, whatever, the whole 10 days that they had of peace, that was the Broly, episode or charade, so to say. The whole Broly scenario came into play during the 10 days of peace that they had right before they fought Cell. If Broly was as strong as people like to make him out to be, then how come they had such a hard time against Cell? You know what I mean? That makes no sense. Granted, I do agree with Vegeta to the point where he may be the most powerful Saiyan in all of history, maybe, but more powerful than Kid Buu and Super Saiyan 3 Goku? No, absolutely not. I do feel like if Broly went and achieved Super Saiyan 3, then he would probably be way above Goku and Kid Buu, but Broly having just the power level that he currently has without transforming further into a Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, there's no way that he's stronger than Goku. I do believe that legendary Super Saiyan is above just a regular Super Saiyan. It could be a maxed out Super Saiyan form. It could be an Ultra form. Remember, both Trunks and Goku were able to go Ultra Super Saiyan. Remember all the muscle they had and whatnot, so that could be it. Legendary Super Saiyan could be an Ultra, maxed out Super Saiyan level. But for him to be stronger than Kid Buu and Super Saiyan 3 Goku, not a chance. If Broly fought Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Super Saiyan 3 Goku would just outpower him in every single way possible. I mean, unless Broly achieves Super Saiyan 3 himself, there's absolutely no way Broly is stronger than Kid Buu or Goku for that matter. But that's just my opinion. But thank you for your question. On to the next question, which is from Godzilla Bots. Hey Alex, thanks for answering my questions last week in fan mail, and I thought I would give you some more questions. Okay, so here we go. Oh, and I decided to give you some Pokemon questions if you don't mind. Okay, here we go. Question 1. Which one of these legendary Pokemon do you like the most? Dialga from Pokemon Diamond, Palga from Pokemon Pearl, Zekmore from Pokemon White and Black 2. I can't pronounce that one. Was it Rashiam from Pokemon Black and White 2, or Kurim? Including, okay. Question 2. Who is your favorite starter Pokemon? I like that question. Question 3. Do you watch the Pokemon anime? Question 4, if you can become any Pokemon, who would it be and why? Question 5, what is the first Pokemon game you've ever played in your entire life? P.S. Have you played Pokemon Shadow? If not, this is the link. It's a free game, pokemon.com/shadow. Okay. PSS, I missed your Pokemon Diamond walkthrough. PSSS, fuck you, Magikarp! Alright, to answer your first question, I would have to say Dialga, because I really liked Dialga, because when I played Pokemon Diamond, between Diamond and Pearl, I really liked Diamond. But honestly, I've never played Pokemon White or Black 1 or 2, for the simple fact that I got rid of my DS and whatnot. But to answer your first question, it would definitely have to be Dialga, without a shadow of a doubt. To answer your second question, who's my favorite starter Pokemon? Damn, that's a hard one. Shit. It would probably be maybe Cyndaquil or Charmander. Or maybe, I mean, it's a hard question because I love fire Pokemon, especially when they evolve into, like, you know, Charizard and Typhlosion and whatnot. But I can't really discriminate against the other Pokemon. So, Totodile was a good one. I liked him when he evolved into Feraligatr and whatnot. That was actually pretty cool. But if I had to say my favorite starter Pokemon, it would have to be Cyndaquil. Because Cyndaquil's, like, so cute and, like, so just, you know, mellow. And I would say Cyndaquil and Charmander. Both of those were just my favorites. To answer your third question, do I watch any of the Pokemon anime? I've stopped watching Pokemon animes after Pokemon, well, what was it? After the Celebi movie. That was it. That was just it for me, because I felt like they weren't, you know, giving it their all anymore. And I don't know, to me, I would watch them again if I had the time. But also, I would want to watch a good one. So if you know any good Pokemon animes besides the first, like, you know, 4, you know, just recommend them to me. I'll definitely watch them. To answer your fourth question, if I can become any Pokemon, who would it be? Probably Mewtwo. I always loved Mewtwo just because he can just do whatever the fuck it is. And after the first movie, that just blew me away. You know, having a Pokemon like that, just master incredible powers like that. It was incredible. So I would be Mewtwo for the simple fact that I would love to fly. And I would love to, like, pretty much use my telekinesis powers to, like, just throw shit around and whatnot. I mean, that's just me. I mean, other people might say otherwise. But thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from Juan Diaz. Hey, Alex, I just subbed to your channel because you're cool. Okay, I have one question. Okay, thank you. Here we go. Do you think Call of Duty Ghosts will be better than Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops 2, or will it be the worst? Will it be worse than Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops 2? P.S. Fuck you! Okay, to answer that question, I really can't say, because Call of Duty Ghosts, it could be good, it could be bad. It could go either way, actually. I've read that they're switching up the engine for it and whatnot, so they're actually going to make the Call of Duty engine different. But that doesn't mean it's going to be a good game. For me, I'm hoping that it's better than Modern Warfare 2, but I don't think it's going to be better than Black Ops 2. And here's the thing. I don't get why a lot of people bash Black Ops 2. When Black Ops 2 first came out, everybody was milking it. Now, all of a sudden, it's like, oh, I hate Black Ops. This is the worst game ever. Hit detection doesn't even count. Blah, 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 blah. Black Ops 2 is a fucking awesome Call of Duty game. And the reason why I say that is because of zombies. You get to go in there if you don't want to play multiplayer, and you get to play zombies. And that's what I think holds the whole Black Ops, you know, series down, is zombies. But will Ghosts be better? Multiplayer-wise, Ghosts could be better than Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops 2. It could be. It could be. I'm not saying it's not. But I don't know, the way they're showcasing this thing, it could go either way. But I'm just hoping that they utilize Ghosts correctly, because if not, it's just going to be a big flop. And I didn't like the whole teaser trailer with the whole masks and whatnot. That was just stupid. I mean, that really disappointed me. So we're going to have to wait, what, a week and a half from now, 2 weeks, until they actually reveal the trailer and whatnot. So we're just going to have to wait and see. But thanks for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from Random Beast X. Now, I've got some interesting questions. Here we go. Question 1. Would you rather die and go to the worst place imaginable, but all your loved ones can live for as long as they choose, or sacrifice your friends, family, and loved ones to sending them to the worst place imaginable, but you get to live for as long as you want and have 3 random superpowers? Aw, man, you really fucking did it, didn't you? Fact. All right, question 2. What is the difference between being alive and truly living? That I can answer that one easily. Question 3. If we learn from our mistakes, why are we always so afraid to make a mistake? Good question. Question 4. What do you regret most in your life so far? Question 5. What lifts your spirit when life gets you down? Good one. Last question. Would you play Russian roulette one time with one bullet for $100 million? All right, to answer your first question, as hard as that may be, because a lot of people actually sacrifice their friends and family and whatnot because they actually don't care about them, whether it be relationship problems or miscommunication. But me, I would sacrifice myself and go to the worst place imaginable because why would I want to see the people that I love get hurt? You know, they are the ones that, you know, thrive. They are the ones that make my world complete. So I would actually go to the worst place imaginable and actually put up a fight and lose every single time than see all of my friends and family fall. At least that will give me some sort of clarity and, you know, self-redemption and whatnot for what I've done. To answer your second question, what is the difference between being alive and truly living? When you're alive, you're not truly living. Meaning if you're alive, you could do whatever. Right now, we're only alive because we're here, we're watching this, or, you know, we're eating, we're just watching television, we're playing video games or whatnot. That's being alive, you know. Physically being alive is just being there. But truly living is personified as going out there and chasing your dreams, doing what you truly love, going out there and doing things that you've never thought you'd do in terms of experience-wise. Maybe you can go out with your friends and go hiking on a mountain. Maybe you can go skydiving, take a wild vacation, a big road trip with your friends, and just go across the country or go across the states or the world. You know, going out there and actually truly living by actually, you know, defining the moment, you know, going out there and just doing something out of the ordinary. Whereas in being alive, you're just there and just like, oh, well, yeah, I'm alive, I'm living. Yeah, you're alive, but you're not truly living. Truly living means when you're, you know, into what other people aren't, you know, and other people might not be into what you're into. But going out of the norm and doing something extraordinary, that's what I feel like, you know, personifies and defines what truly living actually means. To answer your third question, if we learn from our mistakes, why are we so afraid to make mistakes? That's because we're afraid of repeating the mistake. Yeah, surely, we all have made mistakes. I'm sure you have. I have as well. All of you have that are watching this video. We all make mistakes, right? I mean, we're human. We're not fucking robots. All right, maybe some of you are, but I mean, seriously, we're not robots, all right? We're human beings. We make mistakes. We don't listen to everybody. I'm sure a lot of you don't listen to me. I don't listen to my friends sometimes when it comes to things. You know what I mean? There's certain things that you don't listen to, and then you fall and you make the mistake, and you sort of learn from it, but then you have the whole factor of repeating the mistake. And why people are often afraid to make mistakes is because they're afraid of getting hurt. They're afraid of disappointing themselves, disappointing other people, and quite frankly, just making a fool out of themselves. Whereas if you truly learned from your mistake, you wouldn't be afraid to make a mistake. That's my opinion. To answer your fourth question, actually, that's very personal. There are a lot of things that I regret. A lot of things that I regret. And there are a lot of things that I need to be held accountable for. And, you know, I'm not an angel at all. I've done some pretty messed up stuff. To people and to myself, especially to myself, you know, and I regret a lot of the things that I've done, but, you know, for me to say, oh, if I didn't make them, I wouldn't be here, that's not entirely true. I'd be here regardless, but, and I would still be the same person, but there's just too many things that I regret, too many things. There are more things that I regret in life than anything else, and for me just to name a specific one, it's way out of, you know, the contrary, because there's so many things that I regret. But mostly, it would be personal things that involve myself. So, to answer your fifth question, what lifts my spirit most when I'm down? When I'm down and in the dumps, I often think about my future. It's like, what do I want to achieve? What do I want to become? Proving people wrong. Proving skeptics wrong. Proving haters wrong. Proving my friends wrong. Actually sacrificing time to invest into something that can benefit me, like knowledge. I often sit here sometimes when I'm off or when I'm free from whatever it is I'm doing, like working or wrestling or whatnot, and I actually sit here and I try to figure out ways to become better in life. And trust me, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, like, I'm speaking to you as a friend, as a brother, as, you know, whatever. I'm down a lot, you know what I mean? I have my days. Everybody has their days when they're all down in the dumps. Certainly I have mine, but when I'm down or I'm sad or I'm just feeling like I'm a disappointment, I actually, you know, find the motivation that just keeps me going. I look at all of these celebrities and whatnot, and I just, you know, think to myself, well, that can be me, that can be you, that can be all of us. But we have to work extra hard to become and go to that level. So for me, that's what gets me going, is just pursuing happiness. That's what gets me going. And to answer your last question, would I play Russian roulette? Hell fucking no. I don't care for how much money it is. I would not do that shit because you never know if that bullet has your name on it. So, but thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from EddieXOut. Hey, mate. Smiley face. Nice to mail you again. Thank you. Love the vid so far, and I'm starting to see that the fan mail is getting quite crazy. You have no idea. Anyway, please try your best to continue this. Haha, you're doing great. Question time now, biatch. Thank you. Here we go. Question 1, have you watched the new Iron Man 3 movie? Is it one of the best movies that you will do a review on it? I actually did see it. I have a review on it. I don't know if you saw it or not, but question 2, are you ever going to consider moving overseas? If so, come to Australia. Question 3, do you play any sports, example, soccer, basketball, etc.? Question 4, when do you plan, well, your question is, when do you plan on starting a family? Not planning, but when do I plan on starting a family? Question 5, this might be a little weird, but have you ever feared about what happens after death? My friend is struggling with this, and at the moment, so any wisdom from you? Oh, I got something for you. Question 6, when do you think a new DBZ game will come out? If so, what kind of gameplay would you like to see? Personally, I would like to see a tag team or like Tekken Tag Team 2 with 2 players taking on players. Also, a Facebook page recently announced that a new DBZ game will come out. All right, question 7. When was the last time you went overseas, and where? Did you want to travel anywhere? Because I do. Thanks for answering my questions. Hope you have a great time sitting on that chair for hours, you fucking asshole. We appreciate it, mate. Thank you. P.S. Get gun! All right, to answer your first question, Iron Man 3 was actually very, very good. I do have a review on it in case you didn't see it, but in case you didn't see it, it was a great movie. It wasn't the best. I still think The Avengers is better. But overall, if you haven't seen it, go fucking watch Iron Man 3. It's actually pretty darn good. To answer your second question, do I ever consider moving overseas? Possibly one day in the future, like in the far future. I've always wanted to go to Australia. I've always wanted to go to London. I've always wanted to go to France, Spain, Egypt. I've always wanted to go to Australia, South America. I've actually wanted to travel a lot, but I've never had that opportunity. So if the day ever comes where I do want to move overseas, hell, Australia, why not? You know, it's a very peaceful place from what I'm hearing. So to answer your third question, do I play any sports? I actually play a lot of sports. Particularly number 1 right now, I'm doing professional wrestling, so I'm actually wrestling professionally. But before that, I used to be an MMA fighter. 3 years ago, I did it for about maybe a year. So I'm familiar with the whole MMA field. I was training into the whole Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu / boxing field. But before that, when I was younger, I used to play a lot of football. I used to play basketball in school, but it wasn't really that big. You know, it was just like whatever. But other than that, right now, it's just professional wrestling straight up and working out. So to answer your fourth question, when do I plan on starting a family? I plan on starting a family when I'm financially set and when I'm physically and emotionally set. Basically meaning when I am prepared to offer up my family the things that I was never offered. You know, if there's a woman watching this, you know, I would highly suggest for you to work hard in life just like a man. And for men, for all of you guys watching this, work hard in life to be able to provide for your family. That way, when you are able to and ready to start a family, you're able to provide by any means. For me personally, I want to start a family after I, you know, pursue my career. I really want to be into the WWE. Like I said, I'm a professional wrestler, and I love wrestling. And my dream is to work for the WWE, to be the best in the WWE. And I think when I'm there, the financial situation will be settled. Everything will be just, you know, on par with where it needs to be. And from there, you know, if I want to start a family, I really do want to start a family. And from then on in, you know, it's just clear sailing for me. To answer your fifth question, Do I fear about what happens to death? All right, I hope your friend's watching this. If he's not, just, you know, skip the video until this part, because I'm addressing him to this point. All right. You say that your friend is struggling, you know, at the moment, with having fear about, you know, what happens after death. Listen, everybody is going to die. You're going to die. I'm going to die. Your friend's going to die. Your family's going to die. Your friends are going to die. Everybody who's watching this video is going to die one day. We all have an expiration date. There's absolutely nothing you can do about it, right? But here's the thing. When you embrace faith, because I embrace faith, like I say, my religion is Christianity. So for me, I have nothing to fear. Because when I die. Big whoop. You know, so what? Oh, I'm dead and gone. But spiritually, I feel like there is another place after this. And to me, personally, for me, I mean, you know, you guys don't have to agree on this, but from my point of view, from my faith, there's a heaven and there's a hell. You know, and it's more profound than what you think. It's much more complicated than just being a good person or a bad person. But for me, I have nothing to fear, because after I die, I feel like there's another place waiting for me. But for you, you shouldn't have any fear at all, because what you should worry about is not dying, but the legacy you leave behind after you're dead. Remember, everybody will remember you, but not everybody's going to remember your work. What matters most is the legacy you leave behind, right? You want to have people remember you for what you've done in life that's actually beneficial. For example, look at Martin Luther King Jr., Einstein, you know, JFK. Everybody dies. We're all human beings. But look at what they left behind, their legacy. So for you, my friend, please do your best in life to just leave a mark in humanity and mankind, so people can say, wow, that guy was truly a great person, and I want to be like him just because of the things that he's done. So that's my advice to you. To answer your sixth question, I would like it for where there would be multiple players fighting, because how awesome would it be if, like, there were like 3 of us versus 3 of you, you know, like, and we're all different characters playing as Bills, Super Saiyan God Goku, Broly, Omega Shenron, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, whatever the case may be, and we're all duking it out, we're all battling. See, that would be great. But personally for me, I think that Facebook page isn't really real. Anybody can make a Facebook page and tell everybody to like it because, you know, there's a new DBZ game. But I'm hoping that there's a new Dragon Ball Z game coming out this year, if not next year. If not, I will be so pissed because it's way overdue. And to answer your 7th question and last question, I never went overseas. The only places I actually traveled was in the States. I never actually went overseas. I would love to go and visit other countries and possibly go visit some of you. I mean, I don't have a problem with that. I visited so many of my friends that I've met online or YouTube or, you know, Xbox or whatever, and I've actually established a great friendship with them because I'm a nice person. So where would I like to go? Everywhere. When would I like to go? I would like to go as soon as possible, but we're gonna have to see where that goes. But thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from Nightbringer24. Hey Alex, I'm a new subscriber and you are already one of my favorite channels. Oh, thank you. You are doing a fantastic job. Keep up the God work. You meant to say good work. I know you're getting annoyed with these Dragon Ball questions. Well, actually, I'm not getting really annoyed by them. It's just like there's so many of them. Okay, so I'll try not to ask any related Dragon Ball Z questions. Now onto my questions. Here we go. Question 1. I have noticed you like horror movies. So what films would you recommend? Ooh, you better have a pen and paper out. Question 2. Do you think a zombie apocalypse will ever happen? Personally, I believe it can happen. For example, an advanced version of a mad cow disease. What is your opinion? Question 3. If you were stranded on a desert island and you can only have one item, what would it be? A Twinkie. Nah. Question 4. Do you have a fear of anything? Well, actually, I do. Question 5, related to question 2. Let's say a zombie apocalypse did happen, and you are fighting for your life and to survive. Where would you go to hide? Okay. Question 6. Who is your favorite hero from DC, and who is your favorite hero from Marvel? Those are all my questions for now. Don't worry, it will be long. You'll hear from me again. Keep up the good work, Alex. P.S. Fuck you, Squid. Fuck you. Well, fuck the fallen Ace 24. Ooh, do you remember him? That was my twin brother. Sorry, I had to give him a shout out. Wow. All right. To answer your first question, what horror movies would I recommend to you? Definitely, you definitely want to go watch Grave Encounters 1 and 2. They're actually pretty good. I really do hope you're writing this down because these are pretty decent movies, pretty good movies. Grave Encounters 1 and 2. Quarantine 1, 2, and 3. The Spanish version of Quarantine, which is called Rec, R-E-C. You go watch Rec 1, 2, 3, and 4. They're absolutely good. Also go check out the Blair Witch Project. I would say Paranormal Activity 1 because the other 3 sucked. What else? La Horde. It's a Spanish zombie movie, which is awesome. Translated in English, it's called The Horde. But if you can look it up, go find it. It's pretty cool. It's dubbed in English, so it's not the actual English version, but it's actually pretty good. What else? Horror movies. Evil Dead, for sure. That was actually pretty good. And that's pretty much it for now, because I can go on with this, but I'm just trying to get through this as fast as possible. To answer your second question, if a zombie apocalypse did happen, do I think it can happen? Absolutely yes. I've answered this question so many times. Remember, guys, the government is very good at keeping secrets. The government is very good at hiding things from the public. Why should they tell? Why in the world should they tell you or I what's going on? You know, it's none of our business, according to them. So, for them to develop a virus, it's plausible. Because remember, a lot of people have said this, guys. Like, this goes back to my Illuminati videos. There have been people like Bill Gates who have said that vaccinations should be a way to reduce population. How could somebody say that? You know, Bill Gates is for population reduction. Remember, the governments are saying all the time that, oh, there's too many people in the world. We must reduce population. If there's any way to reduce a population, it's World War III. If that shit goes down, there's nukes going off all over the place. We're all dead. But aside from that, it would probably be a virus. If they unleash some sort of a virus that can actually, you know, just totally fuck you up, they would. And therefore, having a virus that can actually, you know, reanimate the body and cause it to fucking be some sort of like a zombie virus, it could happen. You know, there are scientists out there that are working on this shit. And, you know, it's crazy because there are viruses out there, biological weapons, that would totally fuck you up from the inside first, and then fuck you up from the outside. It's just, it's absolute, it's crazy talk. But can it happen? I believe it can. To answer your third question, if I was stranded on a desert island, what can I bring? One item would I bring? I would probably bring my phone, but only if I was able to charge it. If not, I would be, well, I don't know what to bring. Let me see. I would probably bring a gun, just in case shit gets sticky. To answer your fourth question, I do have a fear of certain things. I have a fear of tsunamis because I'm always thinking, like, what if a giant tsunami hit New York? I'd be dead. And because I really can't swim, so there you go, guys. I can't swim. Oh, blah, 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 blah. That fucking A. What else am I afraid of? I'm afraid of heights. Like, well, not heights. Well, heights to a certain degree. If I was standing on top of, like, a 10-story building and I looked down, I'd be kind of, like, you know, iffy. I'd be a little nervous to look down. When I got on a plane for the first time in my life, I was in a plane, so I knew I was kind of secure, but I was a little scared. But, like, a fear of that would be, like, jumping out of a plane with a parachute. I'd fucking shit my pants before it even hits the ground. And aside from that, would probably be, like, spiders, but to a certain extent. Spiders that are poisonous. Fuck that shit. I don't want anything to do with that. So, to answer your fifth question, if a zombie apocalypse happened, where would I go? I would stay in my fucking house, because one day I'm actually going to give you guys a little walkthrough of my house. It's an apartment complex. It's pretty, you know, all right. I would lock down my entire building. I live in a 3-family building, so I would definitely lock that down, especially from the front door, so nothing can get in. I would have enough space to just do whatever I want, and I'm a very creative, very creative person. So for me, I would actually use resources and minerals from my surrounding areas to actually survive. So if I had no other option, if I was home, I would be home. But if not, if I was outside and that shit happened, I would probably go to the mall. I mean, I know, big whoop, you know, it's still at the mall, but definitely the mall. And to answer your last question, who is my favorite heroes from DC and Marvel? For DC, it's definitely Batman and Superman. Batman being the smart genius who's just absolutely a badass, and Superman being the indestructible badass that he is. For Marvel, it's definitely the Hulk and Thor. I love Hulk, I love Thor. But there's also other Marvel characters, like, you know, well, I can get in this for days, but if I had to pick 2 and 2, those would be the 2 superheroes in my opinion that I would like. But you know, considering that Marvel has, you know, a large quantity of heroes and so does DC, I would have to go with those two for now. But thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from Timothy Carnes. Hey, Alex, I have been subscribed for about a week now. Now, mainly for your DBZ stuff. Great job, by the way. Lately, you have been my main source for info with some of your other videos. Great job. Now, on to the questions. Here we go. Question 1. Me and my friends have been debating for this for a long time. At the end of GT, I know you don't like it, when the Dragon Balls were absorbed into Goku, I believe that they were absorbed for safekeeping. He believes that Goku became Shenron and Shenron became Goku in the same sense. What? What do you think? Question 2. Where do babies come from? Wow, are you serious? Where do babies come from? The fucking sky. That's where they come from. A giant bird in a damn cloth carries a baby through the sky. That's exactly where babies come from. Oh my god. Question 3. If Krillin was always bald, how the hell did he grow hair? Well, he wasn't really bald all the time. Oh, I don't know. Question 4. Have you ever thought when you dip chicken and egg, what? You are really dipping the dead mother's carcass into the baby's embryonic. Wow. Thank you for ruining chicken for me. P.S. Fuck you, Squid. Fuck you, Em. Fuck my mama. Alright, to answer your first question, there is no way Shenron became Goku and Goku became Shenron. There is that's not true at all. If anything, I do believe that the Dragon Balls were absorbed into Goku for safekeeping, but he did go off to train. So where did Shenron take him? Who the fuck knows? But it had to have been a grand place because he's definitely gonna get his training in for sure. So I'm trying to think here. There would be no way Shenron and Goku would become opposites of each other. There's absolutely no freaking way that could ever happen. But then again, for safekeeping, that's what I do believe happened because, you know, since Goku was the one that overused the Dragon Balls a lot, you know, I'm sure that it rightfully so went to him because, you know, he can safeguard it. To answer your second question, babies come from women. To answer your third question, I mean, I don't believe Krillin was always bald. I do believe, like, he had some sort of role into, you know, shaving his hair or something like that. But then again, I mean, Dragon Ball, you know, has, you know, so many plot holes in him. But I don't believe that he was always freaking bald. And to answer your fourth question, I never thought about that up until now. But thank you for ruining chicken for me. Now I'm never going to eat chicken ever again. That's messed up. It's just like, yeah, as fucked up as that may seem, I mean, it's just, I guess that's just human nature. I don't know. You fucking ruined chicken for me. All right. Thanks for your questions, though, man. On to the next question, which is from Morgan Chat. I think this is where you put questions. I think so. But I only got one question, DBZ. All right. Question 1. How is Goku stronger than Majin Buu? Can't, like, he regenerate himself like he got hit or something? Oh, that's really easy. Goku even admitted to Vegeta when they fought Kid Buu that Goku could have killed Majin Buu. He just gave other people a chance to be heroes. Goku is stronger than Majin Buu because even if Majin Buu can regenerate, Goku has enough power to make sure that his cells can't be able to regenerate. You know what I mean? So, in the contrary, he is stronger than Majin Buu, but the only reason why he let him go was because he wanted to give other people a chance of fighting and being heroes. So, thanks for your question, though, man. On to the next question, which is from Hello Best. Hey, what's up, UnrealEntGaming? I have been a subscriber for a while now, so I think I should get a prize. Kidding. But anyway, let's go on to the questions. Question 1. What is your opinion? Wait, what, in your opinion, is the best anime fighter or martial artist? Question 2. What can you suggest to Microsoft to make you like the Xbox 720 or make it better? Question 3. What again, in your own opinion, is the hottest girl in Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball Kai and GT? Question 4. Which consoles are the best? PS3 or Xbox 360 or the Wii U? PS, thank you for answering my question, bro. PSS, fuck you, Yamcha. And PSS, fuck you, Illuminati. Alright, to answer your first question, I think the best anime fighter would probably be Goku. I'm sorry, I'm just so much of a Dragon Ball Z fan. Because I do feel like the way he fights, even when he fights, he learns. So, that to me makes a great fighter and a great martial artist in general. But it's just Goku's tenacity and willpower to keep going. That's what makes him very unique to me. To To answer your second question, what can I suggest to Microsoft to make it better, to make Xbox 720 better, or just make me like it in general? Make Xbox Live free. Yeah, I think that's what we all want to see. I don't get why we have to pay for these silly little subscriptions, but if I was Bill Gates, if I was Microsoft, I would make it so where Xbox Live is free. I don't get why they don't do that. You know, everybody would profit from that, so I really don't get why, to be honest. Also, another thing that I would actually suggest for them to do is probably allow a bigger party chat, because sometimes when I'm in there with 8 guys, it's just like it's too small of a room to have everybody in there and chat and whatnot. So extend it to like maybe 16 players. That'd be pretty decent for me. Let me see what else. And probably make it so where there's no freaking battery pack for the damn Xbox 720 controller. That's just silly. To answer your third question, very simple. It has been and always will be Bulma. And to answer your final question, what is the best? For me, honestly, in my opinion, it's the Xbox, then the PS3, then the Wii U. That's just my opinion, you know, so don't go ahead and kill me for it. But thank you for your questions, man. On to the next question, which is from Hiroshi Kamuri. Hey Alex, I got some questions for you. Question 1, if you were on Bleach anime, what character would you be and why? Question 2, if you were to join the Avengers, what would your hero look like? Alright, okay. Question 3, if you were able to fight any hero or heroes from any old cartoon, who would they be and why? PSS, PSS, I just want to make you say PS. Alright. To answer your first question, I would probably be, I can't say his name correctly, so please forgive me for this. It's like Ichaku, or it's Ichagu, I don't know. Kuroski, I don't know. He's like he has a sword, and he has like kind of like yellowish hair. I mean, that's at least who I would be. I mean, I don't know about but for me, I would be that dude. Why would I be him? He just looks badass. Katana on his back, and just overall look is just that's what I'd be. To answer your second question, if I were to join the Avengers, what would I look like? I would probably look very, 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 very muscular, very big, probably like 7 feet tall. My superpowers would be invisibility and possibly the ability to flight and have super ultimate strength. My appearance, I would probably have like long predator looking hair, because think about it, the Predator, he has like some awesome fucking hair for him, and I would probably have like a lot of armor on me and whatnot, so that's how I would look like. And to answer your last question, if I were able to fight any heroes from any old cartoon, who would they be? I would fight Ed, and Eddie, because those bitches used to rip off everybody in the neighborhood. So I would legitimately fight those dudes for no apparent reason at all. I don't even know. But thank you for your question, man. On to the next question is from John Riley. Hey Alex, few questions, mostly DBZ. Don't hate me, I hate you. All right, here we go. Question 1. Who was stronger? Perfect form, not super perfect, Cell or Broly? Question 2. If you could transform into any Super Saiyan 4, what would it be? Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3, or 4? Question 3. Have you ever heard or played, what was that? Surgeon Simulator 2013? If not, look it up. It's awesome. Question 4. What is your favorite DBZ attack / move? Question 5. A lot of people say that they love Broly and would love to see him in the series. Do you think that would be a good idea? Question 6. Would we survive a Squale uprising led by a dolphin with a handlebar mustache? Wow. Thanks for answering, man. You are my favorite YouTuber, and I love the DBZ videos. You're awesome. Screw you, Frieza. Thank you. You're awesome. All right. To answer your first question, to me personally, I feel like Cell's more powerful because the Z Fighters got their asses kicked by Cell. Even though they got their asses kicked by Broly, they were going to die by Cell either way if Gohan wasn't there. So, if Broly fought Cell, I'm pretty sure Broly would give Cell a run for his money. But Perfect Cell, I think he would actually be able to trick Broly into probably leading him to his own death. And plus, you know, Cell is able to regenerate and he knows everybody's moves. So I think that would be a scale tipper, sort of say. I think Cell would win. As much as I love Broly, guys, don't get me wrong. but I think Cell would win that one. To answer your second question, if I can choose any form, what would it be? I wouldn't choose 4 because 4 is not canon, so I would definitely choose 3. And the reason why I would choose 3 is because I would want to see how long my hair would be. I would want to see like what kind of abilities I would have and how strong I'd be. To answer your fourth question, what DBZ / move attack do I like? I love the final explosion by Vegeta. I think that just symbolizes a lot. Goku was going to do it against Omega Shenron if Vegeta didn't stop him. So the final explosion, the Big Bang Kamehameha, definitely the Spirit Bomb, because that's like one of my favorite attacks of all time. And probably the Super Kamehameha, at least for now. Oh, and don't forget the Final Flash! To answer your fifth question about Broly being in the new series, I would like that to happen, but how would he be utilized? How would he come back? You know, a lot of people would say, "Oh, this would be the 4th time Broly came back. This is bullshit." But Broly, what made him unique was he was fucking crazy. That's what drove him. You know, he was absolutely fucking crazy, and he was blood hungry. So, for them to reintroduce him would be great. Therefore, he would have new abilities and new moves. I think that would actually benefit so much and so many. But definitely, if I was Akira Toriyama, I would definitely introduce him. And to answer your last question, would we survive an uprising of squales? Absolutely not, especially led by dolphins. At least in my opinion, we won't. But thanks for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from Dark Cloud Uchiha. I deleted my old account so it matches my PSN and Xbox Live accounts. Okay, question 1. What is one memory that you remember that you haven't told anyone? Please share. Question 2. You look like someone I could fight. You might look more intimidating, but I'm not scared to fight anyone. Never underestimate any opponent. I have a heart that never gives up, and I would like a go at you, but only for fun. Okay. I love a challenge. Question 3. If you truly thought my short little story from last week was deep, then you should check out my stories here at www.wattpad.com/user. Okay. Question 4. I'm going to be a father soon. Holy crap! She is 3 months pregnant, and I know for a fact I will be there for the kid. Do you have any advice for me? I'm only 18 and so is she. Oh man. All right, you got to listen to me on this one, man. Don't punk out, okay? So just listen. Question 5. To all the viewers, wear a condom. I made a mistake by not wearing one, but I'm not saying that child was a mistake. I'm kind of happy I am going to have a kid. As Patrick Star, SpongeBob would say, spiders! 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 Only if they had the voice in him in Minecraft if you saw the spider. All right, to answer your first question, a memory that I remember that I haven't told anyone. There's so many memories, man. Jesus Christ. Well, I mean, I have a lot of memories from like, all right, this may sound a little obscure and a little rude, I guess you could say, but I've had sex with a lot of girls, right? Protected. So those are some memories, but I keep those to myself because if I'm gonna have sex with a girl, I'm not gonna tell like the entire world because that's nobody's business. But aside from like, you know, that memories that I remember that I haven't told anyone. Well, I was a part of a shootout when I was younger. Given the, you know, the circumstances that I do live in a very rowdy place, I was affiliated with a certain group of people when I was a little younger. And I was definitely doing things that I shouldn't have. I was very violent too. And you know, stuff went out of hand. If somehow I can pull up the picture, I definitely pull it up. It happened in 2007. It was the Madison shooting over here in Ridgewood in Brooklyn, and I was a part of that shooting. A lady got shot in the leg by accident because it was one group of people versus another group of people, and let me just say there was a lot of people there, and we were ready to go. Next thing you know, somebody pulled out a gun, shot, and a lady got hit. And that was pretty much what made me stop doing what I was doing at the time. But to answer your second question, I mean, shit. I mean, I like the tenacity. I like how you're not scared because I don't think anybody should be scared of anybody at all. Because, I mean, I'm just a person, so are you. I mean, I would have no reason to fear you, just like you would have no reason to fear me. As for the fight itself, just for pure sportsmanship and like for fun, yeah, I mean, sure, like that's, I would definitely go for it. And given my background, it would certainly be fun for me. I don't know about you. Certainly, I would love that. I do that all the time with my friends, and sometimes we take it up a notch. We actually We do beat the crap out of each other sometimes, and we do get blacks and blues and bloody noses and shit, but it's all out of good sportsmanship. You know, I'm not just gonna like haymaker you in the face because I'll break every bone in your face and you'll fucking God knows what happened to you. That's not good sportsmanship. But for you, I mean, shit, I would take on anybody just for the hell of it. It's just a part of those things. Like if you're doing it like for fun, if you're doing it serious, then you know there's a difference between doing it for real, like for serious reasons, and then there's a difference between doing it for fun, whatever. I'm definitely, for the third question, I'm definitely gonna check out that website because I really like what you posted up. To answer your fourth question, all right, listen to me. Don't ever be a coward. Don't ever be a coward. A lot of people often say, "Oh, I'll be there for the kid." Granted, a lot of people say that, but they don't do it. My advice for you would be this: you're 18 years old. You're only young, right? She's young too. You guys, hit it off. You kind of squeeze a little bit of milk inside her cave, and now you're expecting a child. But for you, no matter what happens, because I guarantee you can mark my words right now, shit will go down between you and her. Oh, it will be. Like, shit will hit the fan at some point in time. But if either one of you chooses to leave, then the only thing you're doing is just abandoning the child. Being a father, I think you should give your child everything you never had as a kid. Or as an adult, you know what I mean? Luckily for me, I always wear condoms, you know what I mean? But if you feel like she's the right person, then I'm telling you right now, give her everything, right? Give the child even more. Granted, don't, sacrifice your hopes and dreams. I mean, if you're going to go pursue something, do it, because it's going to benefit your family and they're going to love you and be there for you no matter what. But as for the kid, man, you have to make sure that as that child grows up, that he or she becomes better than you. Now, that may be a little bitter pill to swallow, especially if it's a son, because, sometimes dads don't want their sons to be better, but given in your position and whatever you're doing in life, you want your son to be better. So, just always, always, always prove yourself to your kid that if you truly love your kid, give them everything, right? And especially her. For her, it's not going to be easy because she's going to be the one bearing that child for the next, 6 months? So, having a human being inside you isn't really easy, you know what I mean? But, I mean, definitely don't ever puss out, man. Don't. Number one, if you puss out, then you made yourself look like the scum of the earth. Then you just classified yourself as a dirtbag baby daddy who's just the lowest of the low, because it's a child. The child never did anything to anybody. Granted, I'm telling you right now, you and her will have your differences, and it will cause you to exchange words and probably on the verge of breaking up or permanently separating. But whatever happens, don't let the moment get to you. You know what I mean? There are some things more valuable than your pride. Always remember that. And I'm telling you, man, congratulations. But for when the day comes when your child is born, I want you to take a good look at that moment. Take a good look at your child, because stuff like that, some people aren't, fortunate enough to have children. So raise the child right. Don't do the wrong thing, man. To answer your fifth question, yes, everybody do wear a condom. If you don't wear a condom, you will pop babies. Thank God I didn't freaking go the other route and not wear condoms, because if that was the case, I would have had 50,000 kids. But thank you for your question, man. I hope you take care, and I'm hoping for the best for you and your family. On to the next question, which is from Ray Go. Hey, Alex, you are my favorite YouTuber, and I really respect you. I have been watching your videos for about 6 months, and I finally learned how to send you. Okay, so my DBZ questions are completely different. All right, here we go. Question 1. Do you think Akira Toriyama can create, do you think Akira Toriyama create a transformation for humans called Super Septon, which increases a human's power by 1,000 so Krillin can achieve a level where even Saiyans will begin to respect the power level of humans, and Krillin will become the strongest human ever live because Oob isn't canon? Question 2. What game would you rather see, Raging Blast 3 or Budokai Tenkaichi 4? Question 3. I know Yamcha is pathetically weak, but is he stronger? Well, he is stronger than a normal human. Anyway, who is stronger, Videl or Yamcha? Oh God, really? Gohan trained Videl. That's just obvious. P.S. I got threatened to be sued by a big movie companies for posting their films on YouTube, and they've asked me to shut my channel down. Should I do what they ask or tell them to fuck off? Oh boy. P.S. says, if you want to watch DBZ, GTT, even okay, movies on, okay, DBZ TV. P.S. Fuck you, Yamcha. Fuck you, Squale. I'm a part of the Illuminati. Alright, to answer your first question, I do believe that'd be pretty cool, but don't call it, like, don't include super. Include something else, like maybe, like a different name, because you have Super Saiyans. Well, I mean, I guess because you'll have a Super Namek. All right, fine. So how about a superhuman? That'd be, if they were to have like a form where you're able to achieve like superhuman levels, then fine. That's fine. But Krillin, I think him and Tien would be the strongest. You know, on that planet, because for obvious reasons, Yamcha wouldn't stand a chance. To answer your second question, I would probably want to see Raging Blast 3 only for the what if stuff, because Raging Blast is known for throwing in some nice what if characters like Super Saiyan 3 Broly, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, you know, Hatchak and all that kind of stuff. But Budokai Tenkaichi 4 will be great too, because you'll have an expanded list of characters, so I would love to see that. To answer your third question, obviously Videl would smash Yamcha's like face into the ground. There is no question about it. Like Videl would legitly pwn Yamcha. There's just fucking, fuck Yamcha. And to answer like your final little statement, dude, if I were you, I'd shut down your channel. Obviously, it's not going to be something you would want to do, but shut it down, because it's better to have your channel shut down completely and make a brand new one without posting up stuff like that than being in jail. So listen to me and do the right thing. Shut your channel down. You don't want to have any copyright infringement laws or stuff against you. Shut down your channel, remove all the movies, and then shut down your channel and create a new channel. But don't post any stuff up that's copyrighted material, because you will get sued, my friend. You don't want to be in jail. You will be thrown in jail if you put that stuff up there. Please shut down your channel. It's for your own benefit, number one. So that's all I have to say, but thank you, man. On to the next question, which is from Mr. Gaming Pineapple. Hey Alex, firstly, I'd like to say that you are my favorite YouTuber on YouTube. Really? Do you really mean that? Honestly, pull down your pants and look at me in the eye, and let's see if you can say that to my face. No, I'm just kidding. Whenever I get home, I literally sprint to my computer to see if you have a new video. I've been subbed to you since you had 2,000 subs. Damn, that was a long time ago. Thank you. I'd much rather watch you over Woody's Gamertag or Whiteboy7 Streak or any other YouTuber. Wow, really? Damn. I love you, and I love you too, man. You are definitely my role model. We have a lot in common, and we share the same views. But for now, here are the questions. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. Question 1. Who is your favorite YouTuber? Question 2. Okay, so I was wondering if you ever played Dragon Block C, the Minecraft mod. It literally adds DBZ into Minecraft. It's made from a friend of mine named Jiru, an amazing modder. He's adding random spawning buildings with masters in them, as well as Super Saiyan 3. So can you please check it out if you like it and think it would be a great Let's Play series. Also, here's a new mod review I made, uploading it now. Okay, youtube.com. Here's the link form right there. Okay, cool. Question 3. Have you ever seen Dragon Ball Z Abridged? It's a fan-made parody. I'm gonna answer that right now. I've seen it before. I love it actually. It's made by what, Team 4 Stars, so they're doing a great job. Except I hate how they're like taking forever to come up with an episode, but I definitely love them. Last DBZ question. Okay, I installed ZEQ2, but I can't connect to any online service. Can you give me a link for a working server or something? Question 5. Is WWE fake fighting? Please tell the truth. I already answered that question before, but I'll answer it again. Question 6. Do you do live stream? Question 7. Who do you think is the hottest female YouTuber? Question 8. What do you use to edit your videos? Question 9. What would you think about the FBI confessing about the boat, the Boston Bomber? Oh, wow. Confiscating the boats. That was, that the guy was hiding in. All right. Question 10. How many push-ups can you do? Question 11. Have you ever been in the bathroom and tried to go Super Saiyan? Haha, I tried a lot. Oh, God. Question 12. What is the scariest horror movie in your opinion? Well, wait. What is the scariest horror in your opinion? Okay. Question 13. Last question. This refers to Minecraft mod I was talking about. Do you have Minecraft on the PC? P.S. Fuck you, Yamcha! I ain't no mouse dick! Brag, I got no waffle! Okay, to answer your first question, favorite YouTubers, let's see here. I don't really have favorites, but I would have to say either, well, definitely Paul, my friend Paul. Also, PewDiePie. PewDiePie's pretty good. I like him. Other than that, it's probably, who else? BF versus GF, they're pretty cool too. And my friend, Contagious Viper, pretty darn awesome. To answer your second question, I'm definitely going to look at your review and definitely look at the Dragon Block C, because if there's a mod where you can, literally add mods into Minecraft that have to do with DBZ stuff, I'm definitely going to look at it. I already answered your third question by saying yes, I've watched Abridged. And to answer your fourth question, I'm not too familiar with servers. That was never a problem for me. All you have to do is just, I think when you go to fight, the servers are there, so all you have to do is just double click it and just click join or something like that. But for me, there are always servers open for ZEQ2, especially Revolution 5. So I mean, I don't know any specific link, but I'm gonna try my best to do a tutorial one of these days to show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. To answer your fifth question, yes and no. WWE is not fake. It's scripted. WWE is scripted, but it's not fake. You can't fake injuries. You can't fake bruises. You can't fake when somebody, openly slaps you in the face. The only thing that's like kind of fake about WWE is they will really hit you, but they would hit you very lightly. Like, for example, if I were to punch you in the face with my closed fist, I would knock you the fuck out. If I punched you in my face, if I punched you in your face with an open fist, then I would stun you, but I wouldn't knock you the fuck out. You know what I mean? It's very complicated. The stuff they do are real, and Lord knows how stiff that ring is when you get slammed on that freaking ring. It's so easy for people to say, oh, when they fall down, doesn't it hurt them? Yeah, but guess what? When they fall down, they don't hit the back of their heads. You keep your chin tucked. Like, why would you be stupid enough to hit your head on a damn, mat like that? It's just like, are you kidding me right now? If your head would have hit that freaking canvas, you'd be done. That's why when they fall, they keep their heads tucked. They keep their chins to their chests because they don't want to hit the back of their head because they'll get knocked out. To answer your sixth question, do I live stream? No, but I'm planning on doing a lot of that in the summer. Question 7, who do I think is the hottest female YouTuber? It's probably Jenna Marbles. Probably, maybe. I don't know. I don't really look too much into that. To answer your 8th question, what do I use to edit my videos? Sony Vegas. Question 9, what do I feel about the FBI confiscating the boat? I mean, why would you confiscate the boat? He didn't really leave any, evidence in there or whatnot. He didn't leave any bombs in there or some shit, so why confiscate it? To answer your 10th question, question number 10, how many push-ups can I do? I could, like, straight, if I were to get down right now and do push-ups straight, I would probably do 40 to 50 push-ups straight. Maybe, probably more. I have no idea. The last time I did push-ups, I was able to do 35 straight. To answer your 11th question, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was guilty of that one time. I actually tried to go Super Saiyan where I laid a deuce in the toilet, and it was absolutely horrible. The feeling of it was horrible because I was pushing and pushing and pushing, and that some bitch would not come out, and I had to go like Super Saiyan 9 just for that asshole to come out. So, to answer your 12th question, what is the scariest horror in my opinion? If you mean by horror, like in general horror, like there's different horror like genres. There's slasher horror, and there's like stuff like that. I would have to say survival horror, because in survival horror, like whatever the case may be, movies or games, your ultimate goal is to like survive. You're not in a situation where you have any choices. You just have to freaking survive. And to answer your last question, do I have Minecraft on the PC? Yes, I do, because how can I be playing the Mine Wars if I don't? But thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from David Bresk. Yo, Alex, first time sending you questions, so here we go. Question 1, have you ever listened to Nickelback? If so, what do you think of them? Question 2, when you gonna put more matches of you wrestling on your channel? Question 3, out of these 3 games, which should I buy? LA Noire, Injustice, or both Dead Island games? Well, that's it for now. P.S. Big Bang Attack! Alright, to answer your first question, I haven't listened to Nickelback in a long-ass time, but I think they're a pretty good band. Not the best band. I think Disturbed and Slayer are awesome, but Nickelback, I haven't listened to them in a long time, but I do listen to them. I like them. No discrimination or anything against that there. To answer your second question, I'm going to put up more matches as soon as I have more matches, which is going to be fairly soon. I'm going to have one in June, one in August. I'm going to have one, well, I had one actually coming up. So, yeah. And out of those 3 games, I would say buy all of them because they're all awesome. But for me, I would say Dead Island. Injustice is great, but it's gonna get you bored after a while. So I would say go get Dead Island, both of them, because they're actually worth the fucking money. Let's just put it like that. But thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from Adam Kabet. Hey Alex, I'm a new subscriber to your channel and I already love the videos and the voices you make when you scream "fuck you, squid." I love your videos. They are really funny and informative. Oh, and another thing, I also like you. I also am a hardcore DBZ fan. Thanks to you, I found out all the information about Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods, and I am stoked about it. So am I. Question 1. Have you ever played Just Cause 2? If you have, did you like the type of open world gameplay? Question 2. What happened to the number of high flyers in WWE? Question 3. Right, I'm sure you don't like too many of the Dragon Ball Z questions, but which is why I only have 2. Why does Gohan not turn Super Saiyan 2 after the World Martial Arts Tournament when demonstrating from the form to Kibito? He stayed Mystic Super Saiyan when fighting Deborah, and at the same time Max Super Saiyan, sorry. Same goes when he attempts to fight Majin Buu. So the simple question is, why the hell doesn't he go Super Saiyan 2? Question 4, how come Goku decides to leave it to Gohan in the Cell Saga to go Super Saiyan 2 when if he pushed himself enough further, could have achieved all that by himself? Question 5, what are your predictions for GTA 5? Question 6, how the fuck do you manage so much time for all the 3-hour fan mails and then your other videos? You have no idea. Those are all my questions. I tried last week, but you never replied. Anyways, those are my questions. And thanks for making YouTube a better place for people. Your videos are fucking awesome. Hope you find what you want in life because you deserve it with your dedication you have. And did I tell you that you are one of my role models? Wow, really? Thank you. P.S. You're awesome. P.S. Fuck you, Square. Fuck you, Yamcha. And finally, thanks if you show my family in the next video. From the UK. All right, to answer your first question, I never played Just Cause 2. I never really found it interesting just by the name Just Cause 2. I was just like, really? Like, what the hell? But everybody was telling me to go play it, so I just might get it. Maybe not. I don't know. That all depends on time itself. But maybe. If I do get it, I'm going to do a little Let's Play on a little playthrough on it. So, I mean, because I want to see what it's all about. If it's definitely an open world game, then yeah. To answer your second question, what happened to the high flyers? They're all still there, except they're not being utilized correctly. And what I mean by that is the WWE is not freaking using all of them rightly because they feel like it's all about John Cena, CM Punk, Brock Lesnar. It's fucking ridiculous. I really do hope they use them. If not, then that freaking WWE is going down to shit. To answer your third question, the only reason why Gohan didn't go Super Saiyan 2, I believe, is because it wouldn't have worked, especially against Majin Buu. Against Deborah, I guess the whole tradition is to fight in your maxed out form, at least be comparable to your opponent before you decide, okay, I'm about to die, let me up it a notch. For example, when Gohan fought Cell, he was near death, he had to transform. When Gohan fought Bojack, he was near death, he had to transform. So that's the only reason why I feel like they didn't utilize the Super Saiyan 2 forms, is because I felt like they had it so where if you weren't at near death, you can't use the form. So, and to answer your fourth question, Goku decides to give it to Gohan because he wanted Gohan to be the savior. He felt like every time something happened on that planet, it was because somebody or something was after him. So it was in his best interest to leave it to somebody else, because how many people would want to come to Earth just to fight Gohan? You know, it was all about Goku, so they wanted Goku, and that's why he decided to give it to Gohan. Sort of say passing the torch. What are my predictions for GTA 5 to answer your fifth question? That game might be game of the year. It's going to be fucking awesome. If they implement all the shit they had in San Andreas and more, the game will be fucking amazing. If not, then it's going to be a huge disappointment. But with the right online things that they're going to have going on, with the right, you know, motions and the right, you know, game types and whatnot, that game might be game of the year. I'm definitely going to get it. And to answer your sixth question, listen, Einstein barely had any sleep in his life, and all he did was work hard, you know what I mean? And look how far he got in life. So me, I go to bed really late. I only get like 5 or 4 hours of sleep per day. And And that's because I'm up, I'm working, I'm doing, you know, videos for you guys. So during the mornings and the afternoons, I'm never really here. But during the night, you know, I'm always here. So I'm always, like, you know, trying to do my best for you guys. So the way I manage my time is actually very, very hard. Not a lot of people can balance it out. But for me, the way I do it is just simply when I have free time, I get on here and I just do what I love to do. And that pretty much is it. But thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from CTL. Yo, dude, I've been a fan for a while, but never got around to asking you any questions. But one thing I've wondered for a while was, and I don't know why, but what are your top 5 rappers? Do you prefer mainstream or underground music? And check out the song I released a year ago. It was my first original professional track. Tell me what you think, bro. Keep it up. Fuck you, Squid. All right. Honestly, I don't have favorites, but if I had to just pick randomly, it would be Eminem, it would be Cassidy. After that, it would probably be The Game. Then shit, let me see here. I mean, I don't know if I should go mainstream or underground, but I'm just listing the guys that are alive. Jadakiss and probably who's the last one? Probably 50 Cent, I guess you could say. But I mean, overall, like in general, like ever, it would be, you know, Tupac, Biggie, Big Pun, Big L, you know, people like that. But honestly, I would much rather listen to underground music because mainstream music it's the same shit over and over and over again. Rappers rapping about their money and how much money they got and how much piff they smoke and how much bitches they fuck and all that kind of stuff. It's the same old regurgitated bullshit. And like for me, it's just like I don't want to fucking listen to that shit, honestly. I mean, like, and Drake is one of the most feminist rappers like in the world right now. Like he's always rapping about, you know, a woman and how he's in love and blah blah blah. Like, shut up, Drake, you're a rapper, man. Rap never started like that. You know, Lil Wayne's a sellout. Half these rappers that are mainstream are sellouts. French Montana's a sellout. Rick Ross is a fucking phony. It's like, you know, but I mean, some of their songs are cool and it's catchy and it's whatever, but it'll never be what it once was. But thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from Seattle Flow 206. Hey, Alex, got some questions for you today, and I promise they'll be short, and hopefully I won't take up too much of your time. So here are my questions. By the way, I love your videos. Thank you. Here we go. Question 1. If you could be any person from any anime or video game, who would it be and why? Question 2. Where did that whole F you Yamcha stuff come from? I've been watching your vids, and I seriously can't find it. Question 3. If you were one of the 4 people in Left 4 Dead, who would you be and why? And why also, if you had to kill one, which one would it be to kill first? Question 4, what was your first console you owned? I already answered that question millions of times. Question 5, when do I plan on being, wait, when do, I don't get, I mean, you must have got the U and the I correct, well, you know, mistaken by accident, but, when do you plan to be in the WWE? Because I haven't been watching that because it's a little boring with all the tag team stuff. Really see more than the Fatal 4-Ways and Triple Threats. Question 6. In Dragon Ball Z, when Goten and Trunks fought in the tournament, who do you think should have really won, Goten or Trunks? Thank you for answering my questions, and I love your videos, man. Without a doubt, you're the best YouTuber. Keep up the good work. Thank you. To answer your first question, who would I be? I would probably be Master Chief. And that's because, like, just Master Chief is... He's just a badass in general. But besides Master Chief, I would probably be Kratos because Kratos is just Kratos. You know, the God Killer, all that kind of stuff. So, like, nobody can really touch freaking Kratos. But if not Kratos, then Master Chief. If not Master Chief, then definitely Kratos. To answer your second question, the whole F you Yamcha thing came up when somebody back in like my early fan mails mentioned something about Yamcha being like one of the strongest fighters, and then I brought up some valid points on how he was like a weak piece of shit, and then pretty much from there I just grew. My hatred grew for the guy, so that's where it came from. To answer your third question, I would probably be Francis from Left 4 Dead because Francis just looks like a total badass in general. Like, he just looks like one of those dudes that will just beat your ass in the middle of nowhere. So I would definitely be Francis. To answer your fourth question, what was the first console I owned? I already answered that before. It was the Super Nintendo or Sega Genesis, one of those two. And then I got the PlayStation 1 and whatnot. So Or I think it was the PS1. I don't know. It's just I know it was between those 3 consoles, but it was so long. It was like 20 years ago. It's just like it. Oh my god, it was a very long time ago. When do I plan on being in the WWE? Whenever, you know, I'm ready. Whenever they find me ready. Whenever it's just all in the works. I guess the right timing. And I guess the timing isn't now. I don't plan on going now. I don't plan on being in there now. It's impossible for me to be in there now. But I'm just, who knows? I mean, fate has you know, destinations for everybody. So, and to answer your last question, I do believe Trunks should have won that one, because I do believe that he would have had something to prove to his dad, and his dad probably would have been a little happy, like, oh, your son's weak, Kakarot, and Goku's like, yeah, whatever you're doing, my son's like younger and shit like that, right, and stuff like that. So just play it off to a certain extent. But thank you for my tricky question, right? On to the next question. Where's you from? Mr. Lex. Hey, Alex, thank you for answering my last questions, and sorry for asking the questions so late in the week. The fact that you stay loyal to your fans with these fan mails is amazing. And now on to the questions. Question 1. Do you think Gogeta would be able to take on Bills? Oh, don't you mean Gogeta, not Gogito? In Super Saiyan 2, Gogeta being a fusion of Vegeta. Oh, okay. Well, that's a little overkill. Bills would lose. Question 2. I honestly think that they took John Morrison for granted. What are your opinions on this? I think he has the skill to be a great champion, but they didn't risk him becoming the champ. How do you feel about this? Question 3. What the fuck happened to Shane McMahon? Question 4. In my opinion, Goku would beat Superman for a few reasons. Reason 1, he is a lot faster than Superman. This is proven throughout episodes. And another reason, would he be able to breathe in space? But as you can see from Battle of the Gods, and also an instant transmission technique would help out a lot. And with the Spirit Bomb, if Goku used it on Superman, it would destroy him due to the fact that he does not, well, he does have the same rage in him and isn't pure-hearted like Goku. What do you think would happen? Question 5. Don't you think it would be good to see Goten turn Super Saiyan 2? I know this isn't really, well, I know this isn't real point, but I think they shouldn't forget about the lesser known characters. Well, that's true. Thank you for reading my questions. P.S. Fuck you, Goku's mom, for never making an appearance. P.S. Fuck you and fuck you, Paul. Fuck you, Paul. P.S. Fuck you, Pan, you useless bitch. Oh, God. All right, to answer your first question, I think Gogeta would easily destroy Bills, especially if Vegito and Gogeta fused. There would be no way Bills would win. I mean, not even Whis, probably. Like, Gogeta would be such a powerful character. There's not even like, it's not even close. It's, I mean, unless Bills and Whis fused into Wills or something like that. Then that would be a great fight. But, you know, Gogeta and Vegito fusing, that would be the end of everything. Honestly, to answer your second question, I do think they took John Morrison for granted. He was certainly a great talent, but a lot of backstage fallout that happened, no pun intended. And John Morrison just got the end of the boot, and that was the end of it. I mean, I think he would have been a great champion, but they definitely misused him in every single way. So, to answer your third question, what the fuck happened to Shane? Shane left, man. Shane moved on to doing his own private businesses and whatnot. He didn't want to be in the same realm as his dad. And just pretty much, I mean, he's still, you know, in the business and whatnot, but he has no part of it anymore. He's just like pretty much a regular person now who's doing other things. I do believe he's involved in other things as well, like UFC. I have no idea, but Shane McMahon, he's gone, but he's not gone for good. To answer your fourth question about Superman and Goku, like I said, I am building this one video up. I know I've been saying this for a while, but you have to trust me on this. I'm going to go in depth with this because I really want to answer this to the fullest extent. Goku being, you know, as powerful as he is, and Superman being as powerful as he is, just both characters would have to have like their own video in order for me to explain, because this can go on forever. And to answer your last question, I do believe that they should have utilized Trunks and Goten. You know, being that they utilized their fusion form into a Super Saiyan 3, I think that they should have used both Trunks and Goten and actually told a better story by making them ascend just a little further. So that's just my opinion. But thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from Final Destructible. Hello, Alex. Thanks for answering my questions during the last week's fan mail. So you said that I should answer my own question last week. So here's the last question. I would just barricade the doors with a closet or table, or I would go upstairs and just put a chair or barricade on the door. Right on to the questions. I mean, but that's not really going to work if the zombies bust in, you know what I mean? I mean, that's just my opinion. All right, question number 1. Are you circumcised? Oh my God. Question 2. Do you think North Korea is becoming a threat or just becoming something to laugh at? Question 3. If your God gave you a chance to make a girl whom you've loved the most with, what attitude, look, and detail would you add to her? Oh, okay, like if I were able to like make a woman, I guess you could say. I mean, that's what I'm taking it as. Were your ancestors Filipino, Spaniard, or just American? Question 5. If there were to make another DBZ game like Raging Blast 3 or Ultimate Tenkaichi 2, how high are your hopes for them to have Super Saiyan God and Vegeta in it? Well, Super Saiyan God, Goku, and Vegeta in it. Last question. Do you drink / smoke / do drugs, all that bad shit? Because if you do, we will stay close to your heart. Oh, God, I already answered that as well. P.S. Fuck you, Yamcha. Fuck you, Square. Fuck the Dark Lord in every bad way. My 9-year-old brother loves me in a completely homo way. Ugh. It's nasty, man. All right, to answer your first question, yes, I am. I mean, I don't know why that's so important, but yeah. To answer your second question, never underestimate your opponents. Just like my previous guy just asked me earlier and told me, never underestimate North Korea, as laughable as they may seem. You know, it's just you don't know what people are capable of these days. But definitely, I mean, yeah, is it funny? Sure, it is, because it's fucking North Korea, but are they able to obtain weapons of mass destruction? Possibly. I mean, it's not impossible. And if I could, well, if God gave me a chance to make a girl, you know, that I would love the most, what kind of attitude, look, and detail, pretty much I would make her look like Kim Kardashian, in a sense, because Kim Kardashian, she's beautiful, man, you can't lie, but I would make her 10 times more beautiful than that. Her attitude, I would give her like my kind of an attitude, like just be herself, be mellow, be open, be kind-hearted, be lovable, affectionate, passionate, spiritually awake, emotionally invested in you. Detail, you know, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, but nice big, what the fuck just text me? Big boot, do you hear me? Oh my God, freaking just text mail. Big boobs, big butt, nice beautiful lips, luscious long, oh my God, who the hell keeps texting me? You know, luscious long hair and whatnot. So I mean, that's what I would do at least. To answer your fourth question, my ancestors, no, they were not Filipino, they were not Spaniard, nor they were American. My ancestors, of course, are from Europe. I am white. I am from Montenegro. At least my parents are. You know, I get a lot of Spanish and whatnot. Everybody's like, "Oh my God, are you Spaniard?" Like, no, I'm not. I'm not from Spanish culture. No, I'm sorry. I could pass for it easily, but definitely not me. And to answer your fifth question, how high are my hopes? My hopes for Super Saiyan God Goku are really high. You know, why wouldn't they utilize Bills, Whis, and Super Saiyan God Goku? See, like, that wouldn't make any sense to me, at least, because you have such great characters, why not utilize them? And to answer your last question, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs, I don't do any of that shit. I'm not gonna lie to you, I used to drink, I used to smoke, and I used to do bad stuff, but I grew up, and I don't do those things anymore, just for the simple fact that as you get older, you begin to learn more and more, and you begin to stray away from simple things like that. And personally, for me, I'm an athlete. I don't need those kind of things in my life. That's just me. If anybody else does them, you know, it's just fucking that's on you. So, but thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from Marcus Perlap. Hi, Alex. This is my first fan mail. You're awesome. Question 1, who is your favorite wrestler? Question 2, which Super Saiyan form is your favorite? Question 3, what type of metal is the best? Thanks for answering. Answer your first question, favorite wrestler. Even though I don't have favorites, I'll probably say Shawn Michaels. Question 2 was my favorite Super Saiyan form, Super Saiyan 3. And what kind of metal is the best? I would assume titanium, because, you know, I'm just assuming titanium is the strongest metal. But, thank you for your... Oh, actually, no, either titanium or steel. One of those two. Thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from Ready Brewers. Hi, Alex. Here are some questions. All right. Question 1. Can you remember the most hilarious time / moment of your life? Something you'll never forget and happy that it happened. Question 2, do you think Bandai should create a DBZ Budokai Tenkaichi HD Collection 1, 2, and 3? Oh, that'd be awesome. I would love that. Question 3, do you know what movies and specials are canon and what are not? Question 4, where do you got all those Dragon Ball Z new from? Wait, that makes no sense. Oh, like, what's, like, if you mean news, then I'll tell you. Thanks for answering. PS, fuck you, Kid Boo. PSS, Shadow, Chaos, teleports, Cell. Phew, he's gone. Shadow, teleports to Cell. Blast, Cell. What the fuck? Alright, to answer your first question, there have been a lot of funny and memorable moments for me that I would never ever forget in my life. Some of them I'm going to actually put on YouTube and show you guys. But you know, there were too many moments, too many. I had way too many funny moments in my life. But one moment that would have to, you know, stand out the most was when me and my friend Omar, Contagious Viper, were in the city, and it was raining that day, and we were running down the street, and pretty much I fell in a puddle of water because I tripped on my fucking shoes because I was trying to jump the freaking street, and next thing you know, like, I tripped on my freaking laces, and I just landed in a puddle of water. My friend was laughing, everybody was laughing, and I was even laughing. I was like, oh, fuck it, you know what, who cares? But it was certainly great. There's so many moments. To answer your second question, I think they should do that. I mean, they already did, you know, what is it, Budokai, so, like, why not do Budokai Tenkaichi? You know, that would be pretty cool. If they're not going to do 1, 2, and 3, why not just do 1 and 3? You know what I mean? To answer your third question, what movies and specials are canon and where are not? The Bardock movie supposedly is canon. Actually, no, it wasn't canon, sorry. The Broly movies weren't canon. Janemba wasn't canon. Harudagon wasn't canon. Actually, no, I heard Harudagon was canon, actually. Harudagon, I heard that was canon. That was actually Wrath of the Dragon. I heard that was. I'm not entirely sure. But other than that, most of the movies aren't canon except for Dragon Ball Z Battle of the Gods. But, I mean, other than that, I mean, I really don't know. To answer your fourth question, where do I get all my information from? I mean, there are particular sites, and there are some, like, you know, websites that are really, really reliable. I'll actually send you a link of them to your YouTube channel, hopefully. But mainly, you can just go on Google and just look it up yourself. It's not really hard. It is just very, very hard to get accurate information, so you can't just trust everything you see. But that's why I do, like, a lot of heavy digging. But thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from MBFRE. Fan mail. Yo, Alex, love your videos. They're awesome. Question 1. Is Dragon Ball GT canon in your book, and can you explain why I think it is? Okay. Question 2. Do you read comic books? Question 3. Would you like to see a GTA game that deals with zombies? Absolutely. Question 4. Did you watch Power Rangers? Question 5. Slenderman finds himself face to face with Kane. And Undertaker, what happens? P.S. Stay out of Highland Park. Take my word, bro. That place is fucked up evil. Wait, have you been there before? Because I've been there several times. And it actually is pretty fucked up. But fuck you, Slender, fuck you, Squirrels. I'd fuck Bulma too, dude. Just saying. Alright, to answer your first question, I don't believe it's canon because it had nothing to do with Akira Toriyama. That is a given fact. Granted, it's still a franchise. It's still its own series. But is it a tie-in? No, it's not. Does it have any references and whatnot with the actual creator? No, so therefore it's not for me, at least. To answer your second question, do I read comic books? Yes, I do. To answer your third question, if a GTA game deals with zombies, I would love that shit. Except they have to utilize it correctly rather than just throw in some zombies and there you go. To answer your fourth question, I used to watch Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and Turbo Rangers when I was younger, along with Power Rangers in Space. So I used to watch those. Those were my favorites. Those three, like, franchises were my favorites. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Turbo Rangers, and Rangers in Space. To answer your fifth question, I still believe Slender would probably just grab them both with his tentacles and start doing shit with it. But then again, it's Kane and the Undertaker, so they would probably give him like a double tombstone or some shit and knock his little blank face into the ground. And Highland Park, I mean, Highland Park, there's a lot of satanic shit that happened there, and personally for me, I never experienced it, nor did I ever want to, you know, freaking, you know, I don't know, I haven't went back in a long time, but if I do plan on going back, then I'm definitely going to record it for you guys. But thank you for your question. On to the next question, which is from Kaneshina. Oh god, look at this, a giant paragraph. What up, my brother from another mother? How's it hanging? Well, let me just look over here. Yeah, I'm not really hanging, I'm just sitting down on this chair. Please, somebody send me a link of like some good comfortable chairs, please. I need like a good gaming chair or something, like just something. Help me! Alright, Good to be back on Family of the Week. You should make, well, you make YouTube fun again, bro. Keep it up. Here are some questions for you. Question 1. Why are so many of your subs obsessed with Bardock? He is just an ordinary Saiyan assassin. Exactly. Thank you. Jesus. All right, question 2. I need you to think about this long and hard. Would you blow a dude for $1 million? Give it a serious thought. Oh my fucking god. Absolutely not. Question 3. You mentioned that Goku couldn't handle Super Saiyan God, and this made me think, do you think in Battle of Gods he reached a false Super Saiyan God form? Actually pretty good. Because he wasn't able to control it for 100%. When he eventually does control Super Saiyan God and actually transforms into a true Super. Alright. Well, you're saying, well, what if he fully handles it and he transforms further? By the way, Super Saiyan God is pretty much Goku with the power of 6 Super Saiyans. Well, that's true. Question 4. Which wrestlers do you consider to be a star in a couple of years? Well, a couple of years ago, and who are now either jobbing or already fired in WWE? Good question. Question 5. What is your opinion on gun possession with the all gun shootings on the states? What is your opinion on the Boston bombing? There are extensive research on that, and that proves that it was an inside job. I agree. Question 6. Imagine this. You met your dream girl with damn big tits and big butt, and you're going to marry her. Let's say she wants a big and unique proposal. How would you propose to her? Question 7. Why do people spend their entire life chasing money instead of chasing happiness? Thank you. Fuck. What is the point of life if you're about to die with millions on your bank account, but you had a sucky and shallow life chasing money? Why is it so hard for humanity to understand that worldly possessions are only temporary? My advice: treasure your relationships, not your possessions. Wow, you're very, that was really deep. I am a Muslim, and I have read the Bible as well, and here is a great quote from the Bible about worldly possessions. Do not love the world for the things in the world. If anyone loves the world, the love of the Father is not for him. That's true. For all that is in this world, the desires of the flesh and the desires of the eyes and pride and possessions is not of the form of the Father, but is in the form of the world. And the world is passing away along with its desires, and whoever does the will of God abides forever. Question 8. Do you think that Kevin Sullivan had anything to do with Chris Benoit's death? By the way, I do believe that WWE tried to cover this the whole story up, so the company does not bleed. That's absolutely true. I like your questions, man. They're fucking awesome. My last question for you, bro, is about equality between man and woman, which I am 100% for, by the way. However, I was thinking, why is it that when men hit women, men are buried, but when women beat men, they are praised? If there was equality, shouldn't it be for both considered bad? That's true. I know this took a long time. Sorry, bro. Like always, keep up the good work, man. Your conspiracy on video, well, on making videos is okay, let me see. Respect for you. From the bottom of my heart, I do mean this. Thank you. God bless you and your mother's soul. Keep up the good work, brother. Cheers. Thank you. God bless you and your family too, man. Thank you so much for that. All right. To answer your first question, Bardock. I guess it's because so many people freaked out when they saw Bardock turn Super Saiyan. I mean, I did too. I was just like, oh man, this is fucking awesome. But is he the first legendary Super Saiyan? No, he's not. He's not. Damn it, there's proof behind that. There is proof. Irrefutable factual evidence where it supports that Bardock was not the first Super Saiyan. And remember, Vegeta even said that it happened thousands and thousands and thousands of years ago. That there was this one Saiyan amongst, like, he stood out amongst everybody else. And he wasn't even an assassin. So Bardock is an assassin. What are they talking about? He's not the first ever Super Saiyan. I mean, I love Bardock, but he's not the first ever Super Saiyan. To answer your second question, I would not blow anybody for $1 million. That's just that's something I would not do. I wouldn't blow anybody at all. That's just borderline disgusting for me. I don't swing that way. I love women. I love girls, not men. So I would not demoralize myself to any means. To answer your third question, I believe you're right, but how would Goku even? I mean, I wish you guys saw the movie like I did. I saw it in the worst quality ever. I mean, it was not good at all, but I still saw it. From what it looked like, Goku was having such a fucking hard time beating Bills. I mean, if he really mastered it, he would have just flat out destroyed him, but he didn't. Could it be a false form? It could. It could be. that gives Akira Toriyama some time to actually redeem his actual design of the Super Saiyan God look. But overall, in general, how would I portray Super Saiyan God? It's a very powerful form, a very unique thing to do, Super Saiyan God. But I think Goku ought to master it in Otherworld by achieving it alone rather than taking the other 6 powers, than just, you know, doing what he had to do before. To answer your 4th question, what wrestlers do I think that were stars before but now are jobbers or fired? Mr. Kennedy could have been a star. He could have been a mega star. Mr. Ken Anderson, Ken Kennedy. He could have been the best fucking thing going for WWE because he had the mic skills. He had the wrestling skill. He was fucking up there, man. And then next thing you know, he almost hurt Randy Orton, and Randy Orton went on a bitch fit and pretty much got Mr. Kennedy fired. I love Randy Orton as well, man. Nothing against Randy Orton, but, you know, I mean, it's only a wrestling match. I'm sure it wasn't intentional. Who else? John Morrison could have been a star, except they could have improved his mic skills only a little bit. And he could have just went on from there. Who else? I think maybe who else can I think? Well, I mean, they got rid of a lot of guys. I mean, on the top of my head right now, I'm just thinking about, you know, the few. Davey Boy Smith, he could have been great too, but they got rid of him for whatever reason. I feel bad, man, but that's just my thoughts. To answer your 5th question, what is my opinion on gun possession? They're trying to revoke our 2nd Amendment, folks. I'm telling you right now, our 1st Amendment is backed up by our 2nd Amendment. If they take away our 2nd Amendment, how are we going to back ourselves up when people start enforcing martial law? Our free speech and our free will ain't going to do shit. They're just going to be like, oh yeah, well, what are you going to do about it? We can't do anything about it because they have our guns. The Boston bombing was an inside job, at least for me. I know it was. There's so much evidence proving that. They even got the story mixed up the first couple of days. Oh, it was this guy, it was this guy, it was this group, it was this group. They got everything confused. They didn't know shit. You know, they had pictures of, like, SWAT teams and bomb squads all over the place, people on roofs and whatnot watching. It was just like, it was like one of those eerie things. Like, you know, it was an inside job because they did a poor job of covering it up, you know. And that's just the way it is. They want to take our rights, man. It's all about control. That's their ultimate goal, is control. To answer your 6th question, how would I propose to the woman of my dreams? I would probably take her to the most expensive and fanciest place ever that I possibly could. Preferably, I would like to go to Paris and propose to her, like, in the Eiffel Tower or something like that. Just go inside, like, I don't know, just propose to her in the most romantic way possible. Have, like, a guy who's gonna be playing, like, a little you know, harmonica, or not a harmonica, but like a little guitar in the background, something like that. You know what I mean? Something really, really big. And I don't know. To me, I would do it like somewhere that would just be beyond romantic and just great. Your 7th question, I think, is the best. Why do people chase money? Because they have a false hope. People have false hope. They feel like money is going to make them happy. Money does not make them happy. Money does not make you happy. Folks, listen, I work, right? I have a job. I work in a bank. And I technically work for YouTube. Like, I'm a YouTube partner. Sure, I get money, but does money make me happy? Fuck no. Fuck money. If I had the ability right now, I would burn money. I mean, but obviously I wouldn't be able to survive. But money is only a utensil, is only a tool to sustain and keep society in order. Money shouldn't be your main priority, folks. Jesus Christ. Please, if you're gonna spread anything, spread this right here. Money does not make a man happy. Money does not make a woman happy. Your family should matter first. Your friends, the endless memories you can create with your friends and family, the personification of living life. You know, chase happiness. You know, start a family. Do something impactful. Like, make a difference in somebody's fucking life. Like, what makes me happy is doing this. You know what I mean? This is what makes me happy. Folks, I wrestle. I love it. It makes me happy. I don't get paid for it, but I love it because that's a passion of mine. I love playing video games. I love it. It makes me happy. I love sharing my things with you guys. It makes me happy. You know what I mean? If I have a couple of dollars in my hand, does that make me happy? No, it's just some paper in my hand. You know what I mean? It has no meaning to me. You know what I mean? At least when I die, I can look back and say, you know what? I lived an extraordinary life with memories that would never be replaced ever again. You know what I mean? And for people to chase money, it's just, those are only temporary things, like you said. You know, like, treasure your relationships, your memories, your connections, your bond with life and people, rather than just currency, you know? And like the Bible says, you know, for those people who fall in love with materialistic things, they're not welcomed in the kingdom of God. And I know many people aren't really religious either, but fine. Even if you're not religious, that's perfectly fine. Those are your beliefs. If you don't want to believe in something, fine. But just remember, if you're a person that's just chasing money and can care less about anything else, you're basically a nobody. You know, that makes you pathetic in every sense of the word, because all you're doing is just chasing currency and money, you know, over life itself. You know, it's just pathetic, man. But to answer your 8th question, I do believe Kevin Sullivan had something to do with it. I mentioned it in my last video. Kevin Sullivan, he was a Satanist. It was proven that he was jealous of Chris Benoit and the fact that he took the love of his life away. And I do believe he had some sort of involvement in it. And maybe WWE covered it up, maybe they didn't. But that's just me. And to answer your last question, equality. Listen to me very carefully. I never put my hands on a woman in my life. Never hit a woman. If you're a man, never hit a woman. If you're a woman, never hit a man. Because if you're a woman and you want to challenge a man, do you really think you're going to win due to size difference? I'm not being sexist, but you look at a woman and you look at a man is bigger than a woman. So why would you challenge something that's bigger than you? For example, that's like me fighting a grizzly bear. If I punch a grizzly bear in the face, guess what? I'm dead. So why push that? And for a man, you're bigger than a fucking woman. Why would you pick on somebody who cannot defend themselves, you know, to that certain degree or level? You know, if you're gonna pick on somebody, go pick on another man. Let it be man versus man or woman versus woman, not no fucking woman versus man and man versus woman. That's not equality. And if any of you, I'm just gonna say this right now, if any of you hit women, let me rephrase that. If you're a man and you hit a woman, or if you're a woman and you hit a man, I don't want you as a subscriber. I do not want you as a fucking subscriber, because those kind of people don't get any respect. If you're a man and you hit on a woman, you're a pussy. If you're a man and you hit a woman, you're a coward. Why hit someone who's smaller than you, who's more fragile than you? Why inflict pain? And if you're a woman who hits a man, don't even bother being a subscriber. Who are you to try to show your dominance to a man, or for anybody for that matter? You're just a woman, he's just a man. So what? Let it be. Live equally. That's my opinion. Don't beat each other up for no freaking reason. I mean, if somebody pisses you off, don't beat them up, you know? I mean, shit. It's bad enough people bullying each other as it is. Why physically beat each other up? That's just senseless in my book. But, my God. Thank you for your question, man. Oh, my goodness. We are already an hour and 30-something minutes into this. On to the next question, which is from Assume6DBZ. Hey, man, you're amazing. Sorry, but I'm doing DBZ questions. Sorry, but I really want your opinion. Sure, no problem. Just give me 1 second, because I'm about to get up and get me some water. All right. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not, but this is how close I am to my freaking refreshment supplies. All right. Got my little Gatorade here. Here we go. Question 1. You say they probably won't future Trunks be back? I wonder this. That includes 2 questions. All right. If everything in DBZ is in the 7th universe, then would future Trunks be within Bill's and Whis' domain? So does that mean they control alternate timelines? Example, DBZ multiverse, there are multiple versions of everyone, but Bill's and Whis are the only versions of themselves and control other timelines. Well, very interesting. Just one thing I want to mention, please fix your spelling. All right, question 2. Why would the Z Fighters fight the other gods with... Wouldn't there be some sort of cosmic law against gods messing with the universe of other gods, so they may rule out the idea of other gods threatening Earth? Well, I mean, if that's the case, then how come Bill's, you know, pretty much went out of his way to fight Goku and everybody else, right? Question 3, do you think that there might be a villain from before the universe were separated, like that being okay? Oh my God, you're spelling, dude. And there was someone who tried to kill all the gods and barely stopped. Okay, hope you answer these. Love you, man. You are really inspiring me in life, and I love your sense of humor. Sorry the questions are DBZ, and sorry for my spelling mistakes. For everyone who hates you, they will go to HFFY. Home for fucking Yamchas. And for those people who say fuck you, Paul, fuck you all. Okay, let me see. To answer your first question, let me just drink this here. Oh, man. Thank God for refreshments. I mean, I'm sitting here this entire time with no fucking beverage. All right, let's see. That's actually Trunks. I mean, all right, nobody knows what happened to him, right? All right, he beat Cell, he beat everybody else, whatever, right? But whatever happened to the whole Majin Buu thing? What if Majin Buu did appear in his time? What if, you know, Bills and Whis did appear in his time? Like, you know what I mean? But then again, it's like, what really stands out for future Trunks? It would be nice if they brought him back and therefore he came back to the current universe and said, hey, look, guys, I can't go back in my own universe. Everything is destroyed. Everything has been gone. And then everybody will ask why, and then Trunks could say, hey, you know what? There was this god who's above Whis and Bills who came into my world and blew everything up. He's way too powerful. I tried stopping him as a Super Saiyan 3, whatever, and pretty much Trunks can die in this universe somehow. Because if he can't go back in his, why have two Trunkses? You know what I mean? You kill the future one off, which would suck, but it would make the most sense. But he didn't die in vain. He pretty much died in the sake of protecting the things in the planet that he loves, and therefore he can finally go to rest and be with the ones he loved, you know, from his previous world. But Bills and Whis having other versions of themselves, I'm pretty sure that there might be, but I mean, remember, different timelines and whatnot. It's just a whole bunch of, you know, arithmetics involved. To answer your second question, there is no law, because if there was, then why did Bills come to Earth just to fight everybody? You know what I mean? Wait, actually, he didn't come to Earth just to fight. He was playing around and whatnot with everybody until he got serious, and that's when shit popped off. But if that's the case, then he's pretty much defining cosmic law. And to answer your third question, different universes with, you know, weren't separate and whatnot, who's trying to kill the gods. I don't know. I mean, that wouldn't make any sense, because if you're going to have a villain who's trying to be above the gods, that's going to make no sense, because there's nobody that can be above the gods. But to me, it's like, if they have the final god, they have to utilize him in every single sense of the word. Like, they have to actually make him to where he's so powerful that, you know, the only way to die is for him to kill himself. And even if he tried, he still couldn't do it. You know what I mean? But thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from UnrealStudioEnt. Hey Alex, I'm a huge fan. I always go to your channel to watch your videos. You're a really cool guy and you give great advice on many things. Keep it up, bro. Thank you. Thank you. I try, man. Now, on to the questions. Question 1. How you doing, man? Really? I had to get up and get a beverage. I mean, God, this damn chair. Okay. Question 2. I know you don't like DBZ questions, but I have 2, okay? So here's this first one. When they bring back the DBZ show, how do you think they are going to start it off like the first episode? I've been thinking of scenarios in my head. I can't think of anything that questions that can stuck in my head. Okay, let me see. How do you think it would start? The second question is, if Goku wasn't named the real Super Saiyan God, do you think Vegeta will be the Super Saiyan God to defeat Bills, or do you think he will fail and give his power to someone else? Oh, absolutely. Now, question 3, do you like NBA? If you do, what is your favorite team, and who is your favorite player? Question 4, do you live in Queens, New York? 'Cause I remember you saying that, and if you do you know any twins by the name of Aaron and Alex? Yes, I do, actually. That's kind of creepy. I live near Queens. I'll explain that right now. All right, question 5. What is your diet? I really want to get healthy because I've been eating bad all my life and I need to change. I will help you with that as long as you fucking listen. All right, I hope you get this. You are the best, and I hope you get into the WWE. I hope one day I can turn on the TV and see Alex getting inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. Hope you succeed in life. Thank you, man. I hope you succeed as well. It doesn't have to be me. It could be you as well. P.S. Fuck you, Will. Fuck you, Paul. All right, to answer your first question, I'm doing all right, I guess. I mean, it's so nice outside. I'm stuck doing this, but this is why I'm doing it, because I fucking love you guys. That's why I'm here doing this shit for fucking God knows how long. All right, to answer your first question, how would the first episode be? I would make it so where they completely disintegrate GT. I would make it so where, like, Goku woke up or something like that, and he was like, and then everybody's like, hey, what's the matter? He's like, oh, I just had a dream that I achieved a new level called Super Saiyan 4, and, you know, I fought, like, this dragon called Omega Shenron, and I fused with Vegeta to create Gogeta, and all this shit, and everybody's like, hey, It was only a dream, Goku, calm down. I mean, at least for me, I got that idea from one of my subscribers, one of my friends on Xbox, that he actually brought the idea up, which would be great, you know, because GT would have been a dream, so to say, if that were to happen. The second question is, if Goku's not the real Super Saiyan God, I do believe that Vegeta needs to become a Super Saiyan 3 before he achieves Super Saiyan God status. Because why wouldn't Vegeta become Super Saiyan 3, man? He needs to achieve that level. I mean, we have video games with him in it. We have, you know, little promotions with him being shown as a Super Saiyan 3, so why not give him that opportunity, damn it? Like, come on. And if anything, allow him to kill Bills. That'd be fucking awesome. I mean, or at least in a sense, kill a big enemy. To answer your third question, I do watch the NBA. I do like it. My favorite team, obviously, the New York Knicks. My favorite player, Carmelo Anthony, at least for me. To answer your fourth question, I live near Queens. I'm borderline Queens and Brooklyn. I'm in Ridgewood. I'm literally like 5 steps away from Bushwick. That means that I have the best of both worlds. And I do know twins by the name of Aaron and Alex. Those are Paul's brothers. Those are the only twins I know, actually. Other than that, I don't know anybody else. Well, at least that are twins that are named like that. And to answer your fifth question, diet. All right. For me, it's different because I'm doing a different kind of routine. Like I'm bulking up and I'm gaining weight for, you know, bodybuilding. But if you want to lose weight, it's very fucking easy. It's a lot easier than me. You can eat whatever you want as long as you eat very, very small portions of it. For example, except for fast food. If you eat fast food, you ain't doing shit. All right. Number 1, give up on all soda. Fuck soda. Soda can go suck a dick. All right. No more soda. It's all about water. Water, 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 water. Maybe some orange juice and Gatorade. That's it. That's fucking it. Nothing else. If you drink anything else, you're a fool. As for food, lots of salad, lots of fruit. That's fucking awesome. Grilled chicken, not fried chicken. Grilled chicken is good. No more hot dogs, no more cheeseburgers, all that bullshit. If you're gonna have a burger, eat a turkey burger. Turkey burgers are really good for you. What else? Lots of like carbs, like pasta and lasagna, but try not to include too much sauce in it because sauce can be extramental fat, like excess fat. Lay off on the junk food. No more fucking junk food. No more popcorn or anything like that. Definitely, if you want to drop the weight by working out, run a lot. Run a lot. That will get you. That will drop the weight so fast. And plus, you'll gain like a lot of leg muscle and a lot of like abdominal muscle as well. What else? Push-ups, sit-ups. If you can't go to the gym, play some Call of Duty. Every time there's an intermission, do some push-ups, do some sit-ups, and just keep going from there. My motivation is becoming the best. So I thrive on that, which keeps me going. For you, that should be the exact same fucking motto, is being the best. But thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from Malik 9210. What's up, Alex? I'm becoming a frequent fan. I love your starting to notice that I love your vids and keep up the good work, bro. Thank you. All right, question 1. What are your thoughts on evolution? I'm learning about it. I just want to know your opinion. Okay, question 2. When Vegeta becomes Super Saiyan God, do you think he will master it faster than Goku because Vegeta knows how to control his transformation, like when he was able to transform into a Great Ape form? Question 3. What was Bills doing to King Vegeta, and what were their business there? Question 4. What are your thoughts on the Lakers now that Kobe is out, and what do you think will be his last game? Well, that's actually pretty sad. Question 5. Rock versus Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar versus Shawn Michaels versus Triple H versus Stone Cold, all in their prime. Holy crap. Question 6. Okay, so I want to ask this girl, but I don't know. I mean, we hang out around each other and we talk. My friend asked her when I was there, hey, do you like Jamal? Because that's my name. He asked her and she said we're only good friends. So that day I came over like always. We touched each other and I touched her tits and butt and she felt on me and my chest, etc. Flirting and everything, but I don't know if I should. Any tips? And her name is Emily. All right. Question 7. Do you think what would happen? Well, do you think that what happened to the Jews with the Holocaust, etc., happened to them because what they did to Jesus? I mean, in a way, because if you think about it, the Jews crucified Jesus in the Bible. It says you reap what you sow. So what are your thoughts on that? That's actually very interesting. Question 8, any new DBZ news? Question 9, who do you think is going to win the NBA Finals? Question 10, if life is too short, why do so many things we don't like and like so many things we don't do? That's very true. Question 11, You're having lunch with 3 people you respect and admire. They all start criticizing a close friend of yours, not knowing she is your friend. The criticism is distasteful and unjustified. What would you do? Well, those are my questions. Hopefully you enjoy them, and I have gained just a little bit more respect for you, man. Thanks. Just keep up the good work, and I totally respect you for that. P.S. Fuck you, Whale. Fuck you, Squid. P.S. Look up Counter 656 and watch his slow motion DBZ videos. Too badass. All right. To answer your first question, evolution. I mean, I don't have too much to say about that. I mean, whatever you're learning, you're learning. That's only, like, you know, what they want to teach you. I mean, who are we to say what's right and what's wrong? You know, it's all mostly things are theories nowadays. You know, it's not really proven. But evolution, I mean, shit, apes, you know, evolving, whatever. I don't have any opinion about that. I mean, it is what it is. For me, I think the evolutionary process is just not interesting for me. I believe what I want to believe, and if they want to teach me otherwise, I'll listen. But you know what? I'm not going to consider your advice. You know what I mean? To answer your second question, it's very interesting because I do think Vegeta may become a Super Saiyan God and master before Goku, which would be very, very interesting because Vegeta can be like, oh, what happened, Goku? You were big badass, and now you can't even fucking like hold your own level. Like, wow, what a low level soldier you are. So I do think he would probably master his form before Goku can. To answer your third question, I don't know what they were doing there exactly because I remember the movie was in Japanese, but it had to do something with, I think, King Vegeta asking for Bills for a favor. I have no idea. Vegeta was a kid and it was only a recalled memory. He had King Vegeta's head, like, you know, he had his foot on his head and he was just making him his bitch. So, I mean, to me, it's like, what were they doing? I have no idea. What did he ask for? I have no idea. My friend he didn't translate, number one. But when I saw that, I was just in shock. I was like, oh my God, it's King Vegeta. So, to answer your fourth question, my thoughts on the Lakers now, I mean, I think they're finished, man. Without Kobe, they can't really, I mean, you saw it. Didn't they get swept? I mean, come on. It's just like, without Kobe, that team is finished. They have no good coordination. I mean, what's Dwight Howard going to do, really? No good coordination. They're just, you know, bummed out. I mean, without Kobe, they can't really go far. So, it is what it is, and it is what it was, and let's just see what happens next year when Kobe comes back. I mean, Kobe, I think he does have, you know, his one last season left. And if he does have one last season left, then that guy better keep fucking going. He better win that ring. Because if not, then, you know, you're always going to be remembered as that guy who won, what, 5 rings? So, yeah. To answer your fifth question, that's a hard one. I would say the guy that would outperform everybody else would probably be Shawn Michaels. But I do believe that the winner of that match would probably be either Stone Cold, Shawn Michaels, or probably Goldberg. One of those three would be the winner. That's all I'm saying. To answer your sixth question, all right, look. You're all up in her boobs. You're grabbing her ass. You guys are touching, you know, she's touching your dick, your chest, whatever the case may be. You like her. She likes you. Just ask her out. I mean, just date. Why not? You know what I mean? You know, Jamal and Emily, I mean, why not? It just sounds, you know, nice. But you guys hang around, you talk. You're saying your friend asked her when you were there if she likes Jamal. She says you're only good friends. I think you should speak to her about that individually. Like, but what I think you should do is the next time you get her in your house or whatever, do the same thing, right? Make out, touch her boobs, touch her vagina, butt, whatever. Like, just kiss, be intimate, right? But then instead of going to the next level, why don't you stop and why don't you ask her, hey, listen, I really like you, and I know you really like me. Otherwise, you wouldn't be touching my fucking dick, right? So why don't we just go out? Why don't we just date and just, you know, kick it off from there? Because, I mean, if you guys are, you know, that much into each other, like you just said you were, why not be together? That makes no sense. You know, like, what is the point of you guys just doing that without being together? You know, it's just, yeah, I don't know. To me, if I were you, I would do the exact same thing you guys did last time, except right before you guys go any further, I would ask her, hey, listen, I really like you. I find you very interesting. I think you're very beautiful. You're very attractive. Like, tell her how you truly feel about her. Tell her what you like about her, and then ask her out. You know, if she says yes, then hey, you just won yourself a relationship. If not, then I guess you just move on from there. To answer your seventh question, I mean that may be the case, but I don't believe that those Jewish people deserve that. I mean, that was just a massacre on a biblical scale. You know, Hitler massacred freaking, oh my God, how amount of Jews. And I don't think any human being who didn't do anything wrong should be punished by any means. But I mean, that's certainly a very interesting reference. To answer your 8th question, yes, there is DBZ news, and I will be releasing the information and video in a couple of days. To answer your 9th question, who do I think is going to win the NBA Finals? It better be the New York Knicks, because they're doing fucking awesome. But if not, then unfortunately, I think it might be Miami. But other than that, I would love to see the Spurs win, or OKC. Anybody but fucking Miami. They're way too overrated. To answer your 10th question, why do many things that we don't like and like, you know, just, I mean, I guess it's because people are tempted, and there's so much lust, you know, that people would do things that they don't like to do sometimes just for the hell of it, for the experience, and all the things that they love to do, they would forget about it, you know what I mean, to a certain extent. And to answer your last question, let me see. I mean, I would, like, if I was in that group, I would actually stand up for that person. You know, they're all criticizing one of your close friends and whatnot, and, you know, and knowing that she's your friend, you know, whatnot, I would at least stand up and say, you know what, listen, guys, that's just messed up. Don't do that. Like, why are you being so disrespectful? Just let it be. Like, he or she is a person as well. You know, like, why would you, who the fuck is calling me? Like, just don't just let it go down without saying something, especially if you know that it's very, very unjustifiable and just very wrong in every sense of the word. Because if you don't stand up for them, I mean, one day something might happen to you, and guess what? Ain't nobody gonna stand up for you, man. So, thank you for your question, man. Crap, my voice, I'm gonna lose my fucking voice. On to the next question, which is from Darren Young. Hey, UnrealEntGaming, thanks for having me on your last week's fan mail. Now, here are some questions and some statements. All right. Question number 1. If I were, though, make a computer 3D modeling tutorial, would you be interested in watching it? Sure, why not? Question 2, are you a Christian? You said before that you believe in God and Jesus Christ, but you haven't made it that clear. I'm going to make it clear right now. Yes, I am a Christian, and I do believe in God and Jesus Christ. Question 3, where do you get your DBZ info from? I already answered this, damn it. Google. Just go on Google and look, but you can't just look anywhere. Just do some heavy research on it. Question 4, could you give us a date on your Superman vs. Goku video, Goku whipping Superman's ass? I'm going to say this. 6. That's all I'm saying. Now, you could take that and run with it. That's all I'm saying. Question 5, how do you think Azura would fare up against Naruto? In my opinion, Azura would decimate Naruto. That would actually be, well, I think Naruto would win, but Azura is actually pretty fucking powerful. I'm gonna have to go with Azura on that one, but not without, you know, like Naruto giving up a good fight. So, what is this? Statement number 1. Last week I asked who would win in between Star Killer, Clone, and I say Star Killer would win. Who the fuck's calling me? Dude, leave me alone. It is just freaking force, say Cole through a tornado at Star Killer. Star Killer would easily force repulse. Well, that's true. If Cole tries to hit Star Killer with lightning, Star Killer would block it with his hand. Let's say Cole tries to shock Star Killer would use his lightsaber to block it. That's absolutely true. Star Killer again would use more force repulse. If Cole just turned into a beast, then Star Killer would just crush Cole into a force. That's absolutely true. What are your thoughts on this fight now? Question 6. What game is better, Azura's Wrath or Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 3? Question 7. Who would win between a lion and a tiger? I say a lion because of the mane. The tiger can't get the lion's neck. True. Question 8. Can you respond to the long comment I just sent on the wake up vid? I appreciate it. Well, if I can find it. Question 9. Did you check out my dad's channel at Destro Publisher? What is that? He has a lot of cool stuff there. Thanks for answering last week's questions. And once again, if you don't answer these, it's cool, you're busy. All right. To answer your first statement, I mean, absolutely, because Star Killer would just use everything in his arsenal to just decimate Cole. Like you just said, if Cole tries to do something, Star Killer would just repel it with the force or with the thunder, what the hell is it, the lightsabers and stuff like that. What the hell is it called? The lightning shocks. There we go. My God, I'm just getting all confused over here. To answer your 6th question, I already believe. I think Ultimate Ninja Storm 3 is good because I played it at Paul's house and it's actually very, very engaging. Did I get into it? Not as much as I hoped for, but certainly I would say Naruto because I haven't played Azura's Wrath. So, To answer your 7th question, I do believe a lion as well, because they don't call him the king of the jungle for no reason at all. So I do believe a lion would win for sure. But then again, tigers are known for being more aggressive in a sense, like more wild. So can I respond to the long comments? I don't see a long comments, so yeah. To answer your 9th question, I will check out your dad's channel if you want to send it to me or whatnot. So just send it to me via inbox, and I'll sure to look at it. So thank you for your question, man. On the next question, which is from Isaiah. Hey Unreal, I love your vids, and you helped me get through it, and it got me through hard times in my life. Thank you. That was about 5 months ago, and now I have got a girlfriend, and we've been dating for 3 months now, and I'm really happy. Anyway, on to the questions. Congratulations, stay with the girl, man. Don't do anything stupid now. Question 1. Why don't you like Bardock? Whoa. I love Bardock. What are you talking about? I love him. I just don't think he's the first ever Super Saiyan. That doesn't mean I love him, because I do love him, but he's not the first ever Super Saiyan. Question 2. I want some tips for YouTube. I started once, but I gave up because of the school, and I want to start again. Question 3. Why do you believe in God, but I don't, but I want to hear from someone who does? Ooh, okay. Thanks for your time, man. Fuck you, Gohan, learn how to dodge. Fuck you, Yamcha. All right, to answer your 2nd question, pretty much be consistent with your work. Post out videos as much as you can. Dedicate yourself to the people that help make you, and don't ever try to, do this for all the wrong reasons. Make your stuff HD, invest in your work, and trust me, you'll get far. To answer your 3rd question, this is why I believe in God, right? Who is God to prove himself to people like us, right? That's like if you created something, right? Let's say you right now as a person created a life form, right? And you are superior to this life form in every sense of the word. And let's say one day that life form begins to say, hey, I never saw my creator, therefore he can't be real. So if he were real, prove himself right now. Why don't you hit me with thunder? Why don't you throw a rock at me or something? Who are you, right, as a creator to prove yourself to your creation? You know what I mean? To me, it's just like I would much rather believe in something and be wrong and just say, hey, I was wrong in the end, than not believe at all and then pay the ultimate sacrifice. Let's say, hypothetically speaking, God's not real, right? I don't lose anything in the afterlife. I don't lose anything, but I don't gain anything either. You, on the other hand, who doesn't believe in God, you don't gain nothing from your statement of there not being a God, but you don't lose or gain anything either. But if God were real, which I do believe he's real, then I have nothing to lose, but all to gain. Whereas you, once again, have everything to lose and nothing to gain. Who are we as people to say something's real and something's not real? Did you know that people actually came out saying aliens don't exist? It's impossible. Really? The fucking universe is huge. Who are we as little itty bitty tiny people to say, oh, aliens aren't real, God's not real, other planets out there aren't real? No, we're just people. We have theories. We can't fucking fly. We're not Goku. We can't fucking teleport and shit like that. We don't know shit. We're stuck on this little planet. We can't even get off the damn planet to begin with. So who are we to say that a supreme being isn't real? You know what I mean? To me, those are my opinions and my statement on the fact, because if I were wrong, like I said, I don't lose anything. But I would much rather believe in something and keep my faith and my spirit high than, lose everything in the end, due to unmeasurable like stupidity. That's just my opinion. But thank you for your question. On to the next question, which is from Mr. B. Hey Alex, coming back at you with more questions this week, and I promise I will try to keep my DBZ questions to a minimum. You also said in your last fan mail that you are ashamed to answer, and you're not ashamed. Wait, you are unashamed to answer any question that is asked of you, and now it's on to test that. Now on to the questions. All right, if you can mix and match anything from DBZ games like Budokai's, Tenkaichi's, and Raging Blast games, what would be yours like? I played Ultimate Tenkaichi and I hated the combat system. How you got into the button gnashing clash when you landed a couple of hits. It ruined the concept of button smashing. DBZ games I've come to love. I did like the graphics, character customized, and the story playthrough. I have Dragon Ball Z Raging Blast 2, and I like the combat system, but they didn't have all the characters, and I would like to see Super Saiyan 4 Goku / Vegeta and no giant forms like Great Apes. First form Janemba and Harudegan. Would be awesome if they just would come out with a DBZ game that combined all of the good, like the large free combat system, button smashing, customizable characters, and giant character story. What would yours be like? Question 2. If I ever a girl out, what would you describe that experience? How did it taste like, and how did it feel like? Well, from what I'm assuming is you're trying to say that I ever eat out a girl. All right. Question 3. Have you ever done something a long time ago that humiliated you? Question 4. Have you ever in your life thought of being or doing something gay? What? Question 5. One more DBZ question. Out of all the Dragon Ball series, such as Dragon Ball ZT, which series would you say was your favorite and why? Thanks for answering my questions, and you have a great day, Alex. You're a really great YouTuber, and I love watching your videos, and I always have a great time when I do. Peace and God bless. All right, to answer your first question, mine would be similar, except I would have it to where character customization is big, like big. Customizing your characters to the point where you can customize everything, like their race, their look, their specials, the color of their specials, the color of their aura, everything, the color of their hair, skin, eyes, mouth, everything. So you can have your own character based on you. Another thing would be kind of like button smashing, except I will also have like little cutscenes here and there, like Ultimate Tenkaichi. I felt like that was good to a certain degree, especially when the whole specials thing happened. So like if I were to do a special, I would have the Ultimate Tenkaichi scene where like he was about to use his finisher, and then you have an option if you want to block, dodge, or take the attack. So also I would have it to where every single character was in the game. You know, I mean that's what I think it's missing. You know what I mean? Like we need over 150 characters in DBZ. Why not? You know, including some what if characters. Definitely have what if characters. Like what if there was a Super Saiyan 4 Gohan, or what if Frieza and Cell fused, or what if Super Buu absorbed Broly? You know what I mean? That's what I would do. To answer your second question, yes, I have eaten out girls before. The experience, I mean, it's kind of weird saying it on here, but it's a good experience. It's a pretty pleasurable experience. It tasted really good. How did it taste like? Well, different girls have different tastes, so it's like it's very hard to describe the taste. Like it's very hard to describe the taste. I don't want to say it tasted like freaking Jolly Ranchers or like chicken or something, like what the hell. But it tasted fairly good. So what did it feel like? It felt, I don't know, it felt great. I mean, it's very hard to describe. It's very hard to describe. Like I'm trying to figure out the right words to phrase this, because like it's just very hard to describe. Like it's a great experience, but it's certainly hard to describe. What have I ever done? Well, have I ever done something that's so humiliating? I've done a lot of humiliating things. But one thing that I can probably recall is I think I farted in a line one time. We was all in class. We all had to line up to go outside or something like that, and we all lined up, and I just pretty much farted. And I pretty much played it off fairly well, but one of my friends knew, so I was just so fucking embarrassed because he knew, because he was like right next to me, so he heard it. So I was just trying to play it off like, oh, it was just like, you know, it was something humiliating. To answer your fourth question, I never thought about doing anything gay before. That's just not me. Why would I think about stuff like that? I mean, that's just not who I am. Fairly maybe for other people, but not for me. And to answer your last question, it's certainly Dragon Ball Z, because Dragon Ball Z really did stand out for me more than anything else. And if there was anything that stood out for me, it was definitely the music, the Bruce Falconer music. That was really, oh my god, amazing. But thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from Spider KP97. Hey Alex, thanks for answering my questions last week, but I know you have more, so haha. Okay, here we go. Question 1. When are you going to make more Spider-Man walkthroughs? I'm going to answer that right now. I had to give my game away. I had to give that game back. It wasn't mine. It was my friend's. And quite frankly, I'm probably not going to play it again because it was really frustrating. It was really annoying and really repetitive. And to be honest, that was one game that I didn't have patience for, so I would say I can't do Spider-Man anymore. Question 2, which would win, a full powered Kamehameha or a full powered, what is that, Rasengan? I would say a full powered Kamehameha for obvious reasons. And to answer your last question, in the first Broly movie, when Gohan was a teen, could he go Super Saiyan 2 against Broly? That's another thing I actually wondered. He could have if he wanted to, but that's the thing. It's like, why didn't they do that? Is because they would have killed off the entire character of Broly and ruined the surprise against Cell. Because remember, this took place 10 days before the actual Cell game. So, but thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from Dark Cat 2013. Hey Alex, thanks for answering my questions in the past 2 weeks, and I want to ask you some more questions. Question 1, in a movie or anime, which genre do you like the most? Alright, movies or animes. Question 2, if you could change the cast of any movie, which movie would you choose? Question 3, if you could play any main character in a movie, which would you choose? Question 4, will you be my friend? P.S. I'm behind you, PSS. Slenderman's behind you, PSS. You're the best. Alright, to answer your first question, which genre, movie or anime, I would say movie, because animes can only go so far, and mostly some animes suck these days. They're nothing like they were in the past. I'm not saying all of them. I'm not even going to say which ones, but certainly for me, I'd say movies, because movies are starting to get good these days. So, to answer your second question, if I could change one cast of a movie, what would it be? It would be Nightmare on Elm Street 2010, the remake. I would fucking take that guy who played Freddy Krueger, and I would just throw him out. I would bring back Robert Englund, the original Freddy. Damn it. To answer your third question, if I could play any main character in a movie, who would I play as? I would play as Thor. Definitely Thor. I fucking love Thor. I would play as Thor for sure. And to answer your last question, will I be your friend? Absolutely. Why would you ask me that? You're already my friend, you bastard. Oh my god. All right, thank you for your question, man. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose my voice. On to the next question, which is from Angel 2010-953. Hey Alex, I am from the FBI and I have some questions for you. 2 DBZ. Okay. Question 1. Why in the Frieza saga, when they asked Shenron to revive everyone, Frieza killed the Saiyans didn't? What? Alright, I'll try to make that out as best I can. Question 2. What do you think of a fusion between Yamcha's cat and Shiatsu? Oh my god, that is the stupidest thing in the world. Question 3. Who would win, Carl, GTA San Andreas, or Nico, GTA 5? Good question. Question 4. Can you add me on Xbox? Question 5. What does TGA mean? Fuck you, Yamcha. Don't fuck Paul. Welcome to Oblivion Vegeta Rules. Alright, to answer your first question, I mean, I don't know why. I mean, but then again, you wrote Frieza killed the Saiyans didn't. That makes no sense. Like, I really don't know what you mean by that. Shenron did revive everybody, but I don't know what you mean by the last sentence, like the little, phrase you said. So, to answer your second question, they would not be able to eradicate Bills and Wees. Let's just get that straight. To answer your third question, Carl or Nico, I'll probably say Nico, because Nico is more aggressive, because Carl would probably go, hey man, what you doing, man? Stop, man. You know what I mean? So I think Nico would whoop his ass. To answer your fourth question, can I add you on Xbox? Yeah, you can add me if there's a room. So just add me or my friends, and definitely we'll play together. And to answer your last question, what does TGA means? TGA means Team Genocidal Assassins. It's my clan name. So thanks for your questions, man. On to the next question, which is from Hardy95 Boy. Hey Alex, you are the greatest YouTuber today, and I really enjoy every single video you put up. Please keep up the good work. And of course, I have some new questions. Question 1, do you think that Bardock has an appearance in the new Dragon Ball Z series? Question 2, how old were you when you first started wrestling? Question 3, did you know the band Throw the Fight? If not, you should definitely check them out. The clue that they're awesome. All right, have a nice day. Yamcha sucks, but not like Chaozu. All right, to answer your first question, I do believe that Bardock is not going to have an appearance in the new series. I don't see why. Like, would it have an effect? Yeah, it would have an effect on Goku, but nobody else. Everybody would just be like, oh no, it's Bardock. Oh, so I definitely don't see Bardock making an appearance. To answer your second question, how old was I when I started wrestling? I was 16 when I did amateur wrestling, and I was 20 when I started actually wrestling like professionally. So, and to answer your third question, I'd never heard of it. Throw the Fight. I'm definitely gonna check them out and see if they're good. If they're not good, then sorry, I'm not gonna check them out. But that's just that. Thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from You Got Fucked in the Ass. Oh my god. Hey man, you're awesome, and I have some DBZ questions that I'm sure are much different from these two questions I got before. Alright, here we go. Question 1. If Goku was in a scenario where he had to choose to save Bulma or Chi-Chi, he only saved one, can't they bring back they can't bring him back with the Dragon Balls? Oh, that'd be interesting. Question 2, if the Z Fighters had to get rid of one of the dragons, being that Porunga can bring one person back to life more than one time, and Shenron can't, but he can bring more than just one person back in a wish. Alright, very interesting. Question 3. Since from the beginning of Dragon Ball up until now, Goku hasn't faced any hard decisions like in the other ones I just made up to you. Do you think it would be a good idea if Goku had to go through some decisions like that and they may change them? P.S. I like whales. P.S.S. I have no opinions on squids. Alright, to answer your first question, why do I have that feeling that he might save Bulma rather than Chi-Chi? If he had to choose somebody, I think he would definitely choose Chi-Chi, but in a sense, it's like, I think Goku would much rather give himself up before he would have to sacrifice any two people. And to answer your second question, I do believe that somehow, some way, like I said, if they had to pick, they would probably get rid of Shenron since he's not the original dragon. Porunga is, but you know, if they do get rid of somebody, it's probably Shenron. But I mean, like I said, like you can never see that happen though. I mean, it would be great for a decision making you know, role, but definitely not happening. And to answer your last question, certainly for once that'd be pretty cool if Goku had to make decisions. But how would that affect the story though? You know what I mean? It would affect it greatly, but would it utilize the entire story to its correct potential? You know what I mean? Meaning, would the decisions he have made have any effect? That's what I'm trying to say. But thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from Jamal Williams. Hi, I am a big fan of DBZ like yourself, so I would just like to ask you info on DBZ, such as, let's go on to the question. Question 1, who win in a fight, Legendary Super Saiyan 3 Broly or Janemba? Question 2, what are some of your favorite games as a child? Question 3, would you be doing any Naruto Let's Plays? If you do, please start with the first one through the third one. Question 4, the last question, what anime do you watch besides DBZ? Thank you for answering my question. What do you and do what you think is good in your videos. Okay, peace. All right, thank you, man. To answer your first question, I think Legendary Super Saiyan 3 Broly would completely decimate Janemba, because I think Broly Super Saiyan 3 is just enough to handle Janemba. To answer your second question, some of my favorite games as a kid, Pokemon Gold, Kirby, Spyro 2, Spyro 3, WWE, Shut Your Mouth, Dragon Ball Z Budokai, what else? There were actually a few. What else? Resident Evil 2, WrestleMania 2000, just those kind of games. To answer your third question, I'm probably not going to be doing Naruto Let's Plays. I'm sorry. But if I do, I'm really going to have to get into it. Would I start from the first one? Knowing me, I probably wouldn't. I'd probably start from the third one and go down. But if I had to start, and if I wanted to start, I would definitely take into consideration to do it from the first one. To answer your fourth question, do I watch any other animes? I'm trying to watch some things here and there, and it's like, I mean, the only thing I'm getting close to is Gundam, probably. A little bit of Bleach. It's just here and there. It's not as much as I thought it'd be, and it's not, you know, in depth as I want it to be. But I mean, it is what it is. So I mean, that's what it is. But thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from Fuse Brawley. Hey Alex, did you enjoy the Pacific Rim trailer? I know I did 10 times. The trailer was so epic, I watched it 50 times. Anyways, I just got some questions for you. Alright. Question 1. What sacrifice made you cry? Goku, Vegeta, or Chaozu? Question 2. What do you think COG Ghost will be about, and what guns will they have in it? Question 3. What robot or Jagger do you like most from Pacific Rim? If you know what I'm talking about, go to their Facebook page and look at their photos. I have no idea what that is. Thanks for my questions. I'm excited about Pacific Rim. Hope we all answer that. Fucking Bulma. Oh, you'd fuck Bulma, eh? Well, would she fuck you is the question. To answer your first question, it was definitely Goku, because he had more of a meaning behind his sacrifice than Vegeta. I mean, in a sense, because Goku, you know, sacrifice was if he didn't sacrifice himself, then everything would have been destroyed. So, whereas in Vegeta, he did it just because to get rid of the evil. To answer your second question, COG Ghost is going to be about something in the future. They're going to resort to using their old weapons, from what I've been reading. And what guns will they have? I have a feeling that they're going to have future weapons, along with some past weapons from like COG 4 maybe. Definitely, it's going to involve something with them resorting to going back to the past. And to answer your third question, I do not know who they are or what they're about, but I'm definitely going to check out their Facebook page and see what models I like, and hopefully I'll pick off from there. But thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from the Shadow Law 148. Hi, Alex. I watched Saturday's episode of Fan Mail, and I've seen that you didn't answer my question. I understood that you were probably deleted it by accident. So here it is again with those questions. All right. Question 1. Vampires or werewolves? Not counting the lame-ass shapeshifters from Twilight, the actual terrifying monsters. Question 2. I watched a video about a what-if battle between Broly versus the Hulk, and this guy was explaining why Broly should win, and in my opinion, the Hulk would win. So I'm asking you, who do you think would win between Broly and the Hulk? And as for the second part, since it just popped in my head, what would a fusion be if the beasts be? Well, you're saying what if they fuse together? How would they be? All right. Question 3. What are your thoughts on a Lego DBZ game from Telltale Games? I wondered about that. Would you add voice acting to it, or would you just give us some silent Star Wars subtitles and show? That's definitely not. Keep up the awesome work, man. I love your videos, and sorry about the DBZ questions. I know you get tired of them. P.S. Fuck you, Yamcha! P.S. Fuck you, Kid Gohan and Teen Gohan. Boo Saga. All right. To answer your first question, to me, honestly, I do believe that the winner might be the werewolves, because if you think about it, a werewolf is a fucking werewolf. You know, indestructible creature in a sense. It's just like, it comes at you with its full ferocity, and just like, it's just like werewolves and vampires. You think about a vampire, it's just like, I don't think so, buddy, not today. So I think the werewolves. To answer your second question, listen to me. The only reason why I would believe that Broly would win is because of this, right? Say if they fought or whatever, yeah, Hulk would beat the shit out of Broly. But what if Broly flew into space, right, and stood over the atmosphere and charged up his attack, right? Like, he unleashed his ultimate attack and just threw it onto the planet. And if the planet blew up, and Broly escaped, Hulk is dead. Like, Hulk is dead. He can't even survive in space. Hulk's dead. Broly can survive in space. Hulk can't. So, to that degree, I would say Broly. But in a one-on-one fist fight, I think Broly would... I think Hulk will win, because no matter how many times Broly would hit Hulk, it wouldn't make a difference. Hulk would just get more mad and more stronger. And to answer your last question, absolutely not. I hope they don't make a Lego game, because if they do, it's going to be fucking boring. What are they going to do? Like, beat the fucking blocks out of each other? I mean, for real. But thank you for your question. On to the next question, which is from Scrape13. Ooh, from what it appears, this might be a female. Here we go. Hey, Alex, I have some questions for you. All right, question 1. Alex, I have the game Raging Blast 2 for the Xbox 360. Would you want to play with me sometime? Here's my gamer tag if you want to play. All right. Question 2. What do you think The Rock is better at, being a movie star or being a wrestler? Question 3. Which movie do you think is better, Iron Man 3 or Fast 6? Question 4. Do you think Tarbo, Vegeta's little brother, has a pure-hearted Saiyan? Do you think he might appear in the next movie? Question 5. What do you think Nappa would look like if a Super Saiyan with no hair? Oh my god. Alright, to answer your first question, if I'll add you if there's room, but if not, then you can just add my friends. But I'll try to add you to see if I have any room. To answer your second question, The Rock is definitely better at being a movie star than a wrestler. He's definitely not what he was before. So, Rock, please stick to doing movies. To answer your third question, I haven't seen Fast 6 yet. It hasn't even come out yet. But between Iron Man 3 and Fast 6, I do believe that they're two different movies. So I would have to say I don't know on this one, because I'm hoping you went to go see Iron Man 3, because that was awesome. But Fast 6 and Iron Man 3, I would probably say Fast 6 maybe. And to answer your fourth question, I don't believe Tarbo's going to make an appearance, just because, like, he's over and done with. He's not even a canon character, so why would they use him? And to answer your fifth question, he has no hair, but yeah, he could turn Super Saiyan. So I believe that he would probably have like a little golden mustache. I mean, that's just me. But thank you for your questions. Oh my god, I'm losing my voice. On to the next question, which is from Super Saiyan 5 Gogeta AF. Well, hello there, Alex. Just me again, your #1 weirdest fan / question asker. I watched your other fan mails and I saw I creeped you out. LOL. Well, you're still awesome, but yeah, I love you. But no, I will not have sex with you, but maybe a threesome with Bulma with us. Hee hee. Oh god, no. Anyways, here are the questions. Question 1. If you and Vegeta were drunk at a bar and Goku and Frieza walked in high, what would you guys end up doing? Oh, what? What kind of question is that? Question 2. If you went with Goku and Vegeta to the same planet for a reunion with all the Saiyans, what would you do and who would you like to meet? Question 3. If Kid Buu and Omega Shenron were playing with dolls in your room one day and they made you join the team, would you pretend? What the fuck, man? Jesus Christ. Question 4. In the movie Battle of the Gods 2, what would be something you truly want to see? Question 5. If Bra went Super Saiyan 3 and were Super Saiyan God and you doggy style cream pied her, would you be pulling? What the hell is with the doggy style cream pie and ramming her filling in, or would reaching out, grabbing her gallery white boobies and ramming it and filling it in? What the hell is? I'll be creeping / weeding you out next week. P.S. Hot cookies. To answer your first question, if Goku and Frieza walked in high as shit, I would ask them, yo, man, where'd you get that weed? No, I don't know. I mean, I probably, since they're high and I'm drunk, I'd probably ask Vegeta. I'll probably pressure Vegeta, like, hey, those are the 2 guys that made you look like they're bitches. What are you going to do about it? So I would make Vegeta blow himself up and kill Goku and Frieza with him. To answer your second question, if I went to a reunion, the first thing I would be like is, I would make Goku meet everybody, including like his father, and just laugh at him for not being as strong as he is. And I would make Vegeta go up to his father and pretty much slap him and be like, haha, now I'm the king, bitch. I'm a Super Saiyan, you're not. You know what I mean? To answer your third question, I wouldn't even, I'm not even going to answer that, because like Kid Buu and Omega Shenron playing with dolls, that's just like wrong in every sense of the word. To answer your fourth question, if they make a Battle of the Gods 2, I would love to see a fusion again. Maybe introduce Super Saiyan 3 Vegito or Super Saiyan 3 Gogeta. I think that would be fucking awesome, man. And to answer your fifth question, I don't even know if I should answer that question. It's just like so wrong in every sense of the word. But honestly, I would fill her up to the sky. That's exactly what I would do. But I guess thank you for your question, man. Try not to creep me out next time. On to the next question, which is from ViperXStar. Hey, Alex, I'm a new subscriber. I just wanted to say you have awesome vids, man. Keep it up. And on that note, on to the questions. Question 1, what are your top 5 video games that you ever came out? Question 2, what would you like to see in any video games becoming movies? Question 3, what was your worst / best memory in high school and why? Question 4, sexy nerdy girls like to game and dress up in anime costumes, or hot girls who love to party a lot and everything is about her? Well, hell no. Both are strong-willed and independent women. Question 5, you're driving in a hurricane, you come up to a bus stop, and there are 3 people on the bus stop, your best friend, now they saved your life, a sick elderly person, and the girl of your dreams. The thing is, you only have the room for 1 person in the car. Who would you take? Alright, to answer your first question, top 5 games that ever came out, I believe it's Resident Evil 4, GTA San Andreas, Metal Gear Solid 3, what else? Gears of War 2, I believe, and Halo 3. Video games that I would love to see turn into movies, God of War, Halo, Gears of War, definitely do Red Dead Redemption. Why not do Mass Effect? That would be pretty fucking awesome. At least to me it would be. To answer your third question, worst memory in high school would have to be almost failing and having to repeat. That was just almost the worst. I never really had a bad memory in high school. Everything was just whatever. It was pretty good. Best memory was probably when I got laid. That was probably like the best thing for me. To answer your fourth question, definitely sexy nerdy gamer girl. I'd rather go for that than the hot girl who wants to party a lot and is a party trash animal and doesn't respect herself. So yeah. And to answer your fifth question, I would shove 1 in the car, 1 in the trunk, and I would put 1 on my lap. That's exactly how I would do. I put the girl on my lap, I would shove my best friend in the trunk, and I put the lady in the car. That's exactly how I would save shit. Alright, but thank you for your question, man. My God, we are running deep into this, guys. 2 hours and 30 minutes. I hope you're all watching, because my voice is about to just, like, crack any moment. My goodness. But anyways, everybody, thank you all for watching this week's episode of Fan Mail of the Week. I am sorry if I did not reach your questions, everybody. I will definitely answer them next week. Be sure to send them before Saturday, everybody. Thank you all for watching. My name is Alex, everyone. If you guys enjoyed the video, as always, give this video a like, rate that thumbs up button, leave a comment in the comment section below, spread this video to your friends, everybody, and I hope you all enjoyed, because I'm about to get my big butt off this chair. Thank you all for watching, guys. Yes, freedom. God, I just got the check.